Hello, everybody, and welcome to Grain Valley, Missouri. I am Chad Grimmer, voice of the Harrisonville Wildcats, and we are set to bring you high school football action. Your Harrisonville Wildcats set to take on the Grain Valley Eagles in the second week of MRVC West action. Both teams coming in 3-2 on the year and 1-0 in the MRVC West Conference. So this game will go a long way into determining the conference champion as it did last year. Grain Valley was able to knock off the Harrisonville Wildcats in the regular season game last year and end up with a conference title. We may have some buffering issues tonight as you're watching the game live back home. Just know that we are in the stands with the Harrisonville fans up in the corner, and we are working to make sure we give you the best broadcast possible tonight, and I'll kind of pass that along as the night goes on. But we are set up on some batteries, some homemade power, so to speak, and we're just over here ready to rock and roll. Amongst the fans, I told Ron a little bit earlier, I said, I feel like the Royals broadcast that they do in the middle of the seats during one of the games during the year where Rex and Ryan are out amongst the fans, and that's kind of the way we are tonight. But we're glad to be able to bring you high school football action on 4Ts.com. Time for our pregame show, brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. Homecoming last Friday night was a good one as the Wildcats come from behind. We're down 21-13 with about 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Able to get a touchdown, couldn't get the two-point conversion. We're down 21-19, got the onside kick, and we're able to score with under a minute to go. A 20-yard pass from Ryan Bird to Nick Laughlin, the homecoming king, gave the Cats the 26-21 victory over Excelsior Springs. So the Cardiac Cats are back at it again tonight as they come from behind, get a opening win at home, and try to make it 2-0 here tonight and give them the upper hand going into the last three games of the regular season. And also will help them with their district seeding. Right now, currently sitting in the 4 position in the district are the Wildcats, but there's a host of teams that are 1 through 4 are all 3-2 on the season. So all 4 of those teams, any one of them can take control and rattle off 5 games in a row. They could easily be the 1 seed. And I'll have to look, and I'll bring Gary Davidson in here. I think his microphone is up, and I'll bring Gary in. And Gary, one of the things what you always know with districts is if you get that 1 seed, it's great because you're at home for 3 games in the playoffs. If you make all 3 of your district rounds, you're at home for all of those. But when it comes to the quarterfinal round, it can hamper you in a way. Harrisonville's played at Webb City the last 2 years, maybe 3 years, and I was trying to figure it up. I'll have to go and look at with it being an odd year, if it's the top or the bottom team on the bracket, how that shakes out. But there's a possibility if Harrisonville and Webb City were both 1 seeds and went all the way through their district and won it, we travel to Webb City again.
Very well possible. You know, that's the thing about the seeding. I know in the years past, you know, when Zach was playing, the first year we had to go to Nevada, had to go to Bolivar, and then we had several games in a row at home, which was great. You know, you don't want to say those may be easy games. You don't know who you're going to end up playing. But having those games away at the beginning can benefit you tremendously in the end when you get into the quarters and the semifinals before state.
Right, and of course, you know, we're talking way down the road. We got the game at hand tonight. Trying to get to 2-0 in conference, 4-2 on the season, more importantly, is what the Cats are trying to do. This will give them a leg up, though, in district and in conference seeding as the season goes on with just 3 games remaining after tonight, which is hard to believe that, you know, we're sweating up here and basking in the sunlight as it's beating down on us, and it's hard to believe that we only have 3 games after tonight left in the regular season.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't just seem like yesterday we started the season, and, you know, we've got 5 games behind us and only 4 regular season games after that, and then you start into the districts. I mean, we're over the hump. We're over halfway, and we're on the downhill stretch, though. This is the stretch that means a whole lot, obviously, to the Cats, and in conference and district play as well.
A mark of Harrisonville teams over the years, and this game goes back to when Zach was in school and all the way back to the Fred Bouchard era, is they get better as the year goes on. They don't play their best football until the end of the year, which is obviously when you want to be playing your best football. And I think you're starting to see it with the Cats this year. I think that game last week is going to be huge for a couple of reasons. Number one, they can understand that they can come from behind and win a football game when they're down late. But number two, overcoming adversity. They've had 2 quarterbacks go out this year. Then Joe Bowers came in last week, and then Ryan was pressed into action. So the adversity, everything, it just seems like it's slowly starting to click for them.
Yeah, confidence can turn a tide for a team. I mean, you look at last year, they had the three game slide, and then they came back and won out. And I think they started seeing that confidence, and you're right. I think last week, coming from behind as they did in the fourth quarter, especially with their backs against the wall, is going to give them a bunch of confidence coming into this game and moving through to the rest of the season.
Yeah, and you look at Ryan last week. He came in late third quarter. I think it was that last drive of the third quarter. They had a good drive, got down to the 25. It stalled out. Granted, at the time, we were thinking, oh, man, because they came down, they went back the other way. Their only long field they had all night, and they drove down for a touchdown to make it 21-13. But you could just see the confidence and a little pep in their step when Ryan came back in there. Not saying that Joe did anything wrong as quarterback, because he did some good things. He had the 72-yard touchdown run, but it just seemed like the offense meshed a little bit under Ryan, and he had a little bit more understanding, and they could open the playbook up, so to speak, a little bit more.
Oh, absolutely. The offense that we run is very complex in a lot of ways, and it is built on, touch. And I don't think it was anything with Bowers being in there. It's just, again, kind of the confidence that they have because they have been doing it since summer with Bird. And I think Bowers did a tremendous job while he was there. It's just he doesn't have the reps that Ryan has, and I think that makes a huge difference in our playbook and as far as our offense.
Well, we'll see what happens tonight. We're about 25 or probably about 20-ish minutes away from your opening kickoff. We're on the pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank. Member FDIC. Got Gary Davidson in the booth with me. We got our producer down there rocking and rolling. He's got all kinds of things set up down there. We're proud to have him as our producer, because if not, we don't know if we'd be on the air. Of course, my videographer over here, Ron Allschlager, as well. And we're amongst the fans tonight. So we're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with your pregame show after this. You're listening to High School Football and watching on 4Ts.com.
Why spend hours and hours scouring the internet looking for the best insurance prices when Stafford and Stafford Insurance can do it for you? They have over 40 employees and agents working for you and your family to match you with the right insurances to have you covered. No matter if it's auto, business, health, life, or home insurance, they will match you with what best fits you and your budget. So stop working so hard and work smart. Give Stafford and Stafford Insurance a call at 816-884-4800 and take the work out of insurance.
Free donuts. Yep, that's right. Fuel up at Sapp Brothers Truck Stop and get a free donut. If donuts are not your thing, wait, what someone doesn't like donuts? Anyway, they do have a full menu of lattes, hot and iced coffees for that caffeine jolt you may need in the early mornings, afternoon pick-me-ups, or late-night work. Bring the kids 12 and under in on Thursdays from 3 to 5 for the Build Your Donut Night. At Dunkin' Donuts, located inside the new Sapp Brothers Truck Stop on the Highway 7 exit, there's a little something for the whole family and convenience to boot, with a drive-thru and open 24 hours.
Harrisonville's newest paper is your best place for area news and coverage of Harrisonville sports. Dedicated to giving you the stories that are at the heart of the community and business profiles so you can get to know local businesses, they are becoming Harrisonville's go-to news source. With distribution at several local businesses and with subscriptions available, get your hands on Harrisonville's hottest commodity, a copy of the Harrisonville Star, today.
There is only one wireless hotspot 4Ts and CBK Broadcasting Trust. That is a hotspot from the cell-only Verizon wireless store in Harrisonville. With easy access in the Price Chopper Shopping Center, they are there to answer any questions you may have. Right now, come in and get a free Samsung tablet, discount bundles, and contract buyouts from any other carrier. If that wasn't enough, if you come in and mention this ad, get 15% off your purchase. Run out and see them today at Sell Only Verizon Wireless. Now with 2 locations in Harrisonville and Belton, your premier pre-owned dealers at Show Me Auto Mall have made buying a car, truck, or SUV even easier. The crew at Show Me Auto Mall wants to make sure you experience hassle-free sales with premier pre-owned cars. With the Show Me Edge warranty, you have a peace of mind that Show Me will take care of you. So when you're in the market for a vehicle, go experience the Show Me difference in Harrisonville across from Walmart or the new location in Belton across from Chipotle.
Hello and welcome back to Green Valley, Missouri. We are on the campus of Green Valley High School, ready for high school football action. Your Harrisonville Wildcats and the Green Valley Eagles set to do battle. Your pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. And we're back here live. We're going to have the national anthem before long, so if we head out quickly, that is why the national anthem will be playing. Have our great sponsors here. And Gary, you know, it's just one of those things. It's going to be a hot night. Kid's going to have to stay hydrated, get ready to rock and roll, as we are going to have the national anthem before long. But, you know, you just got to kind of stay hydrated on a hot night like this, especially late September. We don't expect to be playing in heat like this.
Well, hopefully they started last night and yesterday, because obviously they're not going to be able to get it taken care of today. I mean, when you're going to be playing, and they've known that it's going to be hot tonight, so hopefully they started hydrating yesterday and throughout today, because that's going to be the key to this. And the attrition could play a part. You know, I was looking through the lineups, and as far as Green Valley, they've only got one person going both ways, and even in what they call primary subs, they don't have very much of that. So it sounds like they're platooning pretty much like Harrisonville's always liked to do in the past. And that's what a lot of times has been a big plus for us. When you platoon, you've got fresh bodies going in and not playing both ways. So,
well, we'll see how it shakes out for the Cats tonight. Let's talk about our starting lineup. Harrisonville's premier starting lineup for insurance is Stafford and Stafford Insurance. Call them today, 816-884-4800. For your Wildcats on the offensive front, it will be quarterback Ryan Bird, Colby Knowles at receiver, along with Nick McLeave. Kurt Poisel will be in there as well, and you know that number 15, Jasper Davis, will see a lot of action. And Joe Bowers and Wyatt Reynolds will be your running backs. And, of course, the big guys up front, Lance Schrock, Keegan Rowe, Kalen Johnson, Nick Cruz, and Ben Clary. As we get ready to start the national anthem, we'll take a timeout. You're listening to High School Football on 4Ts.com.
Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville takes the hassle out of buying home appliances. They will save you time and money and give you the same selection as the marts up in the city. So instead of spending hours driving north searching for a great deal, go see the crew at Troby's right here in Harrisonville and get friendly hometown service at affordable prices. With 3 generations of Troby's helping, it's a true hometown business, happy to make you feel like part of the family. Go see them today on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
From small jobs like an oil change or big ones like fixing a transmission, Young's Auto Repair will get you back up and running in no time. A knowledgeable, friendly staff with a family raised in Harrisonville, Michelle and William know small-town friendly service and good craftsmanship is the key to keeping customers happy and coming back again. So next time you need a tune-up or an alignment with their state-of-the-art alignment machine, give Young's a call at 816-380-6008 or stop in and visit them at 1312 South Commercial, right next to Santa Fe Glass.
Friendly faces and bright smiles greet you every time you walk into one of the 4 Sherwood Community Bank locations in Creighton, Urick, Garden City, or Harrisonville. A full-service bank with new internet banking options to track your accounts and many loan options. That makes Sherwood Community Bank Harrisonville's premier bank. They are the only locally owned bank, and you know your neighbors are taking care of you and your assets. When it's time for a new bank account or a loan for a home or car, think local and think Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC.
Harrisonville's newest restaurant is located on the 7 Highway exit at the new Sapp Brothers truck stop. Apple Barrel will make your mom smile with daily specials, a home-cooked feel, breakfast served all day, and a breakfast buffet from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday. Next time you need a good home-cooked meal, come out and see the friendly faces and taste the great food at the Apple Barrel, located inside the new Sapp Brothers truck stop, open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily.
Treatment for minor aches and pains starts with a family atmosphere at Schroeder Chiropractic. They want to get to know you and find the best treatment solutions. The family atmosphere in over a decade in Harrisonville, Dr. Schroeder and Dr. Sharp give residents peace of mind that when the aches and pains are too much, they can come in and join the family at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee Bar and Eatery right off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your pregame show brought to you by brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Cass County's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. Harrisonville and Grain Valley set to come your way in just a couple of minutes or so. It is time for our keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Keller Williams Realty, the Hearn Group, for the keys to your dream home today. Keys for me tonight, key number one, home sweet home. What I'm talking about, assignment defense for the Cats. Something they struggle with at times this year, and when the points have piled up against them, is not playing the assignment defense. They give up those big chunks of yardage. Everybody's got an assignment on the defensive side of the ball. You've got to stay in your lanes on your assignment, and you will come out on top defensively. Key number two, I'm hungry. We got to get the big boys to eat on both lines. Football is a game that is controlled by your lines of scrimmage, your offensive and defensive line. If the offensive front can get a push off the ball, the offense is going to roll. If the defense can get in that backfield, they are going to put the quarterback in awkward positions, and they're going to be able to let him have happy feet. We saw that a couple of weeks ago against Platte County. They kept flushing him out of the pocket. He didn't have nowhere to throw. He was not near as accurate. So you can do that with both your offensive and defensive lines. Let them eat a little bit. They're going to be in good shape. Number three, let's go streaking. We've got to start a streak. They did it last year. They went on a streak after that loss to Grain Valley last year. They went on and they won 3 straight in the regular season, Gary. Then they won 3 straight through districts, and they ran the table all the way through to the state championship. And that's just what they got to do here again tonight. They got to go streaking.
Yeah, when you said that made me think of my old days as far as the streak. Yeah, and I think the only other thing that I would add to that is the thing that has helped them the last couple of weeks, even though they had a loss in that, was when they were winning and controlling the clock. When they controlled the clock, things were going well for them. When they didn't, things went bad for them. They have the offense to be able to do that. The offense keeps their offense off the field, keeps them from having a potential time to score. So,
well, and you talk about that. We can probably add a fourth key to this, and that is ball control. Like you say, you keep control of the ball and holding on to the football. That has been the issue in the games when they've found themselves down. Excelsior Springs and also against Platte County, you kind of throw out the Pittsburgh game is because they were kind of dominated throughout that one. But, that's one that you can work on things. But these last 2 games when they were down, one of the issues they were running into is they were given short fields. And 4 of the touchdowns out of the 6 they've given up over the last 2 weeks were 30 yards or 35 in. And teams smell blood when they get a short field like that, and that's been their issue the last couple of weeks. So take care of the ball, play ball control, and play some field position battle.
Yeah, Platte County, right before the half, they lost that fumble. Got it. I think it was, if memory serves me correctly, it was somewhere around the 10-yard line. Short field. Platte County was able to go in ahead at halftime, which if that had not happened, obviously we would have hopefully stayed up 6-0. So, and that also kind of turned the tables for the second half for Harrisonville as well.
For keys to your dream home, get a hold of the hometown team, the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty today. So those are our keys to the game, brought to you by Keller Williams Realty, the hometown team, the Hearn Group. So, Gary, like I said, you just got to take care of business here tonight. It's one of those things, take care of the football. You want to probably start out quick here. It's an away game. You're on the road. Try to take the crowd out of it, get a big play maybe defensively early, something big to kind of settle their crowd down to realize, okay, we're in for a dogfight tonight, and then you just see what happens.
Yeah, because they've got a big crowd over there already. I mean, we're filing in as well, pretty big crowd here. But if you get blood first, that kind of quiets them down, and then you just keep putting on the pressure. So absolutely, if we can get a fast start, that always helps in for the future or the rest of the game.
Where's the beef? It's on Harrisonville's offensive and defensive line and on the half-pound Boss Burger at Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, the official burger of the Harrisonville offensive and defensive line. Our defensive front three tonight, the outside, the D ends, Ben Clary and Nick Cruz, and in the middle, Christian Cooper. Those are our Where's the Beef starting lineups, brought to you by the half-pound Boss Burger at Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, the official burger of the Harrisonville offensive and defensive lines. We're just about 8 or 9 minutes away from the opening kickoff, and you have been listening to the pregame show brought to you by our friends at Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to high school and watching high school football on 4Ts.com.
Everybody's schedule is different. Wouldn't it be great if service centers were more flexible with their hours to accommodate your schedule? Good news, the Sapp Brothers Service Center is open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., and they don't just work on semis. They can work on your vehicle as well. If you work odd hours, get home after 5, or are just looking for a new place to take your vehicle, try the Sapp Brothers Service Center and be blown away with the great customer service and professional craftsmanship. Located on the 7 Highway exit right next to the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop.
We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASC certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn and the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty as your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com. The easiest place to buy a car just got easier. Max Ford of Harrisonville is getting rid of its 2017 inventory and offering 72 months, 0% interest, and a $1,000 trade allowance with approved credit. If this isn't in your budget, they have over 800 cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from so you can cruise through town in style. If you've been on the fence about buying, now is the time. So go to maxmotors.com while you watch the Wildcats, find a car, and head out to Max Ford tomorrow to get rolling down the road. And stay tuned after the game for our Max Effort Player of the Game.
So you're saying you didn't eat this ice cream?
Baby, I swear on my lucky shirt. I ate it.
Frightening bolt. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Brad Sainer, the Wildcats' most trusted Harrisonville Farmers Insurance agent who's seen it and covered it. Brad Sainer. Visit him in the A-frame on Commercial across from Casey's to get you covered. Ready for relief? Absolute Health Chiropractic's professional-friendly staff is trained to get results. Your doctor of chiropractic will analyze the cause of your pain, explain what's causing it, and work with you to get relief. They use effective, tested, proven techniques to relieve your pain and get you back to 100% right away so you can get back to enjoying your life. Absolute Health Chiropractic at 1908 West Mechanic Street in Harrisonville, or call 816-380-2436. Upcycled Orchard Pumpkin Patch opens this weekend. Pumpkin Patch, hay rides, corn maze, bounce house, pumpkin bowling, corn wagon, apple lunch, s'mores fire pit, cider donuts, cider slushies, mums, and all your fall decorating needs. We also have You Pick Apples. Patch activities are open Saturday 10 to 4 and Sunday 12 to 4. Our shop, pre-picked pumpkins and apples are open during the week, Wednesday through Friday too. Located at the corner of South 7 Highway and Kaufman road. Special groups can call and schedule during the week. Check us out on Facebook or call 816-925-0404. While sitting here watching the Wildcats turn your oven to 425 degrees and run to Papa Murphy's to get a game day pizza. Papa Murphy's is the best stop for a pizza in Harrisonville, from regular pepperoni to one of their specialty pizzas like the Cowboy Pizza that has everyone's taste buds covered. Watching that figured, they also have you covered with Delight pizzas and an assortment of salads as well. Nothing goes better with football than a hot pizza, so get out to Papa Murphy's and treat your taste buds to love at 425 degrees.
Carol Looney and the staff at American Heritage has been where Harrisonville's turned since 1981 for their dream homes. Carol and her staff will make sure you find the house that's right for you and your budget. They will make sure schools are right for the kids as well. Go see the team that goes the extra mile for you, located next to Sonic at 1000 South Commercial, or call 816-380-6161, or visit the website at americanheritage-realtors.com. Is your car making an annoying squeal? Air conditioner sweating you out with the August heat? Then it's time to give Darren and Robert a call over at Greg's Wheel Alignment and Brake Service. Greg's Wheel Alignment has been in town for 50 years and will give you professional service at a fair price. So the next time you hear an untimely noise or simply need an oil change, call Greg's at 816-380-3384. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Grain Valley, Missouri. We're on the campus of Grain Valley High School, Eagle Field, here as we are set for high school football action. Your Harrisonville Wildcats 3-2, 1-0 in the MRVC West, and the 3-2, 1-0 Grain Valley Eagles in an MRVC showdown for the upper hand in the MRVC Conference. The winner of this one will leave 2-0 and be possibly the only undefeated team left in conference. I know Grove, I believe, is still undefeated, and we'll see how they do tonight as well. So a lot of football left to be played in the MRVC, but this will go a long way into determining who could be your conference champion. It's a pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FD, Apple Barrel Restaurant, and Young's Auto LLC. Those are our great sponsors on 4Ts.com as we await the decision of the coin toss, as that is still going on. Again, we want to thank you for joining us on the pregame show and joining us for the broadcast tonight. Sun finally going behind that press box across the way so we can see the field, and you can see the field as well, as we are ready to rock and roll here from Grain Valley. Looks like Harrisonville won the toss, and they have elected to defer to the second half. So the teams will flip-flop to see which way we're going. We are let you know on the screen which way each squad will be going. Harrisonville in their away white tops, black numbers with a blue outline, blue pants with black and white trim down the legs, and the blue helmet with the Wildcat on the side. Cats going to go from left to right here in the first quarter. From right to left will be Grain Valley. And that coin toss brought to you by Show Me Automall. I'll give you above average service at below average prices to keep some coin in your wallet. We want to thank you again for joining us for the pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. And we will keep it right here as we get ready for your opening kickoff. And Gary, we don't have to worry about the wind tonight. Last week, wind could have played a factor in that ball game, and tonight it's the complete opposite.
Yeah, it's as still as it can be, nothing on the flag. And thankfully the sun is now down behind, or pretty much down behind, so at least it's not beating down on us.
Maybe in about 2 minutes it'll fully be back there, but all I can see is the top of it now, so that is a good thing. So the Cats are going to kick off. They're going to give it to Grain Valley, and quarterback Tate Collum, who will start for them. He's a senior. I'm pretty sure he's started since his sophomore season, and a pretty solid quarterback. Up front they've got Max Leslie, Colson Donner, Trenton Terrence, William O'Neill, and Dylan DeForge. And their running backs will be Michael Marquez, Caleb Krell, and your flankers Nick Brown, tight end Ryan Brown, Ethan McCoubry, and Noah Boostman. So we will be calling several names tonight as we get ready to rock and roll from Green Valley, Missouri. Kickoff brought to you by Young's Auto Repair. Kick off the fall with a brake inspection at Young's Auto. I say kickoff fall, and it just happened yesterday, but it does not feel like it. So we will wait the Sasonis kick as we are ready to rock and roll. A little squib kick picked up by Grain Valley at their own 36-yard line. So good heads-up play by Grain Valley right there, starting out of the gates as a little pooch kick, and didn't catch him sleeping.
No, it didn't, and unfortunately that puts them in very good field position.
And, you know, Coach Max is always good for a couple of those a year. You just never know when they're going to come, and they decided to pull the trigger on it right there. So here we go. Collum going to bring his team to the line. And he's going to go out of the shotgun formation with a running back next to him in the backfield, Krell, and two wide receivers to his left, one to his right. Pistol formation now as he's in front of the running back, and they're going to go right up the middle with it. Krell going to bounce to the outside, and Krell going to get a couple, and that's going to be it. And you may see a little bit different view tonight at home watching, as we're a little bit lower than we normally are. We're kind of close to the field, so hopefully you can see the ball okay, but we got almost a field level view here, just above the field level. Sexton out, going to go into the pistol. Has Krell behind him in the backfield. Two wide receivers, two one side to the left, and up the middle they go. Nowhere to go. Lowering the hammer right through there. Nick Cruz read it all the way. Tackle for a loss there. A loss of about 2, and Nick Cruz barrels into the backfield. Could possibly be, right off the bat, a spine-tingling hit of the game as he laid the wood to the running back Krell in the backfield. Second down and long coming up, pistol formation. Two wide receivers set to your right, one to your left. Collum goes to the line, lets his team know what play they're calling. Stands right in front of Krell here from the 47-yard line. Hands off, no, going to pass it over the middle to the flats on the far side, I should say, as it looked like he tried to cut back middle, but he threw it to the outside, and it's incomplete. Going to bring up third down and long. And this has been at times this year, Gary, one of those downs that has bit the Wildcats, these third and longs.
Yeah, and you want to take advantage of these. Whenever you've got them, sitting on their heels with a long way to go on third down, you want to be able to get the ball now, and so we want to get a stop, at least 11, but not 12.
So Collum going to stand at about the 47-yard line. Two wide receivers left, one to the right. He looks out left side. He's getting blitzed, and he gets it out to the flats, and going to be close to a first down. We'll see where they mark him at. Think he's going to be a couple of yards short, and it will bring up a fourth down. It'll be fourth and about a yard and a half. See if they'd elect to go for it here early on. You're kind of in no man's land. You're down at the 30, about the 33, 32-yard line, a little bit far for a field goal, and looks like they are going to try to get a first down here. Fourth down and short coming up. Collum in the pistol formation, two wide receivers to the near side, one to the right side. Maybe just trying to draw him off here too and see what he can do, and maybe do a little pooch kick. And they're going to towel timeout. Good discipline right there by the Wildcats, Gary. That's bit them a couple of times this year, that jumping offside on fourth and short.
Absolutely. It's that's the thing. They are in no man's land here, so do they want to kick? Probably not. They got a good kicker, it looked like, in pregame. Punting, though, you want maybe this early in the game you want to play field position, because if they don't make it, then we start off with good field position just like they did.
And Coach Alley may be thinking, let's see what their offense can do. Let's see if they can go down the field on us and try to give your defense a boost early on in this ball game. So a lot of decisions to be made. We're still just only 2 minutes fresh into this brand new ball game here. 9:32 to go here in quarter number one. 4th and 1 coming up from the 37 of the Harrisonville Wildcats as we get set to go back to action here. Officials blow the whistles and get ready to rock and roll. So we'll see what they're going to do here on 4th down. It looks like they still are going to go for it here. So maybe this could be one of those where you snap back and just do a little pooch kick. Zach did that a couple of times in high school, so this could be a situation like that as well. And it almost, the way they line up almost looks like that's what they may do here. We'll see on 4th down. No, they're going to go right up the middle with it, and Krell looks like he's going to have a first down. So it looks like he'll have enough for a first down. He brings it all the way up to the 30-yard line. And it was enough for a first down, so the chains will move. Now pistol formation with 2 wide receivers set, left side, 1 to the right. Krell in the backfield behind Callum. They're going to go in motion, and they're going to give it to McCoubrey. McCoubrey going to try to get around in, cuts end, and then cuts around the end, gets down to about the 22-yard line. Quick 8-yard little scamper there from McCoubrey. He's their speed option off the end there. He took off and got a quick 8 yards, 2nd down and 2 coming up. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Column in the backfield in the pistol formation. Little high snap, a little quick throw, out, no, incomplete. And Cats showing heat. Look like Ryan Bird on the blitz. Bring up a 3rd down and 2 or 3 here. So ball at the, you got to figure it's 4 down territory again here, Gary.
Yeah, they're in a place. Well, they may want to kick. I mean, I was watching their field goal kickers were kicking 35 and 40-yard field goals, so they may want to get points on the board, but it's a short. If they lose yardage here, they may want to kick. If not, they'll probably go for it if it's real short.
So 2 wide receivers to your left, 1 to your right, and they're going to go right up the middle. Nowhere to go. Cats defense all over that one. Coming through there, Isaiah Patrick into the backfield along with a couple. Isaiah was our max effort player of the week. We surprised everybody. We brought 3 or 4 guys up there, and Isaiah comes through and comes up big on 4th down now. Going to have to get another stop here on 4th down.
And like they are going to kick.
They are going to try to kick from the 30, be a 40-yard field goal attempt, and just about that time, a little bit of a wind picked up. There's a snap, bad snap, kick is blocked. And the Cats are going to pick up and take off with it. Up, Nick Laughlin dives forward to about the 20-yard line. So the Cats get the blocked field goal on 4th down and hold Grain Valley, and that's what you want to do in a situation like that. You bend, you don't break. You saw a lot of what they're going to bring at you in that first series, and they don't come away with points. That's a bonus for you.
Yeah, I mean, they are now, they're in a position where they can hopefully run down the field, but that gives them confidence moving forward through the rest of the game.
So here comes Ryan Burden coming out on the field. 7:59 to go here, first quarter. Cats going to take over from about their own 18, 19-yard line here. They're going to mark it on the 18. And Bird going to be in the shotgun formation here. And they're going to go in motion, out to the outside for Reynolds. Reynolds gets to the outside, gets up a couple. Up past the 23, look to the 24-yard line. A different look for the Cats coming out this week. Maybe giving Allie a different look on Grain Valley sideline, and he's probably going, what in the world's going on here?
I love it. I love it.
So 7:54 to go here, first quarter. No score. Cats have the ball. 2nd down and 5 coming up after the 5-yard gain by Reynolds on the outside. So Bird going to be in the shotgun. He's going to have Bowers next to him in the backfield. Wide receiver to the left, 3 to the right. They're going to go out in the flat for Davis. Davis cuts back to the inside, gets up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Looks like it'll be enough for a first down. Oh, no, 28-yard line. I'm going to have to stand up here a little higher so I can see the yard markers. So the ball up to the 28, going to be 3rd and about a half yard for the Cats coming up. So Cats showing shotgun formation here early in this ball game, something we haven't seen out of them after running the veer all season long. And now Bird going to go under center. They're going to go to that split back formation. 2 wide receivers set out to the right side. And Bird going to hand it off up the middle. Reynolds bounces off of a carrier, and he's into the secondary, the 40, and drug down from behind up to about the 43-yard line. Wyatt Reynolds bounced to the outside after bouncing off a tackler and gets the Cats a first down, their first one of the ball game. That first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. It'll be Cats ball from their own 43-yard line after the big run by Reynolds. And it'll be Cats ball. Bird gonna get the play in from the sideline here. 6:52 and rolling first quarter. No score from Grain Valley. Cats again go to the shotgun. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Snap to Bird, and they're going to hand it off to Bowers. Bowers makes a tackle or miss. Now cuts back, makes a couple of guys fight for a tackle, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. 6:29 to go. We'll see where they mark it. They mark it up to the 48, so maybe a gain of, 43-yard line. So they're going to say no gain, going to bring up 2nd down and 10. So 2nd and 10 coming up. It'll be Davis and Reynolds flanked out left side, near side. 2 wide receivers will be Laughlin and Knowles. Shotgun formation for Bird. He's going to fake the handoff to Bowers, and he's going to chuck it deep. He's got his man almost caught by Jasper Davis. Got to wonder where the flag was, as you can see his jersey coming away from his shoulder pads there, but nothing called, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 just out of the arms of Jasper Davis. He was fully extended and just off the fingertips, couldn't quite come up with it. Going to bring up a 3rd and 10 from their own 43-yard line. I like the shot downfield by the Cats. 3rd down and long coming up.
And the shots down the field open the run game.
Absolutely, and on a 3rd and 10, they may be thinking pass, and this is where you can give a draw up the middle here and maybe get 8 or 10 yards. Shotgun formation again, 3 wide receivers set out to the left, 1 to the right. And Bird's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's going to have to run it. He gets it to the outside, to the 45, 50. He's going down the sideline to the 40 and out of bounds inside the 40 to the 35-yard line. 27 yards on the run by Ryan Bird. Gets the Cats inside Grain Valley territory to the 35. Very smart play by the senior quarterback right there to bounce to the outside and make sure that he could get the first down. He did not try to force anything right there, Gary. And that first down brought to you by our friends at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. 2 wide receivers set out to your left side, 1 to your right side. Shotgun formation. Bird has Reynolds in motion. He's going to hand off to Reynolds. Reynolds to the outside, inside the 30 to the 25, and popped out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Going to be close to another Wildcat first down here. We got a flag on the field.
And I thought that was a great block. If it's on Bowers, I thought it was a great block by Bowers because it looked like his head was in front. But
so we will see. We'll let the officials sort it out here. And if it's that far downfield, too, you're looking at 1st and 10 again. So we await the call on the far side. He goes over to show the press box. Going to call a personal foul on the Wildcats, maybe a chop block. And it'll push the Cats back to the 40 of Grain Valley. So it'll be 1st down. 1st and 15. Well, now we're going to have to talk it over. The official's going to talk it over with the sideline here. Are they saying it was after the play would be a 1st down and then you push them back to the 40? I mean, to be a dead ball personal foul, or we'll see what they're going to do. It's still no explanation. And, of course, we've gotten a little bit spoiled in Harrisonville having the official with the mic on the field knowing what's going on. So now we're kind of in the dark over here.
Right. I think if it was a dead ball, it would have been after the play. Well, they gave him what they did was they gave him a 1st down and then went back to the play. So now it's, again, 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 from the 40 of Grain Valley. It'll again be a shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers for the Cats. Out to your left side, 1 out near side. Here is Knowles. Shotgun formation. It'll be Bird with Bowers next to him in the backfield. Bowers flanks him on his right side. We await the white hat to get back over in his position here. 5:38 to go here, first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 40 of the Grain Valley Eagles. Cats going left to right. From right to left is Grain Valley. Cats in their away, white tops, blue numbers. black numbers, blue outline, blue pants with the black and white outline. Grain Valley in their home, blue tops, blue bottoms, white trim, black sleeves, black helmets. 5:38 to go. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 40. Shotgun formation for the Cats. In motion, they're going to go with Reynolds. They're going to fake it. Now Bird going to run to the outside. Nowhere to go. Wrapped up in the backfield for a loss of about 3. That was 87. Cameron Stone through there for the loss of about 2, they're going to call it. It'll bring up 2nd down at about 12. 5:20 to go here in the first quarter. So 5:15 and counting here, first quarter. Cats 2nd and 12. 5:10 to go now as the clock will roll. And Bird going to be in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers out far side right, or to the left side, near side. 1 wide receiver on the right. Shotgun formation for Bird. And Bird's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to look to chuck it downfield. He's got Colby Knowles, and there's the holding down the sideline. Jace Collum going to get called for it. He looked right at the official when he did it and realized exactly what was going to happen. So,
yeah, he knew he was burnt.
And you talk about being burnt. At the high school level, it is smarter to take your penalty than get burnt because it's not a spot foul.
Yeah,
that's not going to cost you 35 yards.
That would have been 7 because, I mean, the ball was right where it was going to need to be, and he knew he did the right thing basically to keep it from going 7.
And, you know, we talked about Bowers throwing the ball last week as opposed to Bird, and watching each of them throw the ball. They throw a different ball. But Bird's ball benefits the Cats because he's got speed on the outside. They can just run up underneath those balls and take them in. So it'll be a 1st down and 10. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. They'll call pass interference. But still, it saves them a touchdown, like you said, and the ball would have been down even if he caught it and tackled him right away about the 15 or 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, ball inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. Again, shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. They're going to go in motion with Laughlin, and up the middle they go with Bowers. Bowers cannot get quite back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and about 12 for the Cats here. So I like the different looks of the Cats. And you know, it's one of those things that you're in game 6 of the year. You know this is something they've been working on at practice before just this week, because you're not going to get too many coaches who are going to want to just install a whole new offense halfway through a season.
Oh no, because it's a big change for the center to make sure he gets the snap back to the quarterback. Obviously, it comes to with all of the. Well, I'm gonna let you go ahead and call it.
There we go, shotgun formation. Bird looking for Davis. He's got Davis for close to a 1st down. He's down at about the 15-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. But a little 11-yard little hitch route. We talked about that on the ride up here, Gary. 6-7 years ago, when Harrisonville would pass, it was chucking downfield. They're throwing the outs, they're throwing the hooks, they're throwing the slants, and they're throwing deep. And they're looking good so far doing it.
Oh, they are. And I like this. And it gives the quarterback more of an opportunity to look at the field when he's already back there. He's not having to backpedal to get into the position to throw.
So here we go. 1st down and 10 down to the 16 of Grain Valley. Shotgun formation for Bird. He's got a wide receiver out to his left, 2 to his right. They're going to hand off for Bowers, and Bowers barrels his way inside the 15, down to about the 12-yard line. Picks up positive yardage on 1st down, and that's what you like to see. And, you know, let's not let Zach go back and watch the game film on this one tonight, because I think I know I know somebody maybe a little bit thinking, what in the world?
Yeah, he wanted to run out of the shotgun a little bit.
So 2nd down and about 7 coming up for the Cats here. Ball just outside of the 10-yard line. It's going to be placed at about the 13. 2 wide receivers left side, 1, 2 to the right side. They're going to go in motion with Reynolds, and Reynolds is going to get the handoff, try to bounce to the outside, inside the 10, inside the 5, and forced out of bounds on the near sideline by number 14, Mitchell Alexander. And it will be a 1st and goal for the Cats down at the 5-yard line with 3:03 to go here in the first.
I love this drive. It's a long drive. It's taking up time, and we're getting positive yards.
So here we're going to go. Now we're going to roll back into the old veer formation. 2 wide receivers near side. Split backs in the backfield. Bird is under center. And this time Bird going to keep it himself around, then pitch back to Bowers, and Bowers puts it on the turf. and out of bounds. And it'll be Cats ball because he was on the out of bounds line. So it should be second down and goal for the Wildcats, as he was not in bounds when he recovered it. If his jersey was on the sideline, that's an out of bounds.
And they're calling it second down.
So it will be second down. This is the only situation you see with moving back to the veer, is going back to that triple option with it being a timing play. If you're running the other way this drive, that can be a situation that you run into. But it's just going to be one of those smooth transitions as the game goes on, and if they continue to do this throughout the season. So they're going to go back to the shotgun now. Davis going to be flanked out left side. 2 to the near side will be Reynolds and Knowles. Shotgun formation with Bowers next to Bird in the backfield. Official going to get back in place here. 2:56 to go first quarter. It's second down and goal from about the 8-yard line. So they're going to go in motion with Reynolds. And now they're going to pitch it back to Reynolds, and Reynolds going to cut back inside the 5 and close to the end zone. Going to be tackled at about the 1-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle on the far sideline. Seth Dankenberg brings up third down and goal from about the 1-foot line here. Bird going to get the play from the sideline. 2:49 to go. Clock is stopped. Clock now rolls.
And that was their 15th play of the drive.
And you like to see the long clock-eating drives. A drive that started with 7:59 to go, approaching 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And Bird going to go up the middle, dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyatt Reynolds. Touchdown, Wildcats. 6-0 the score. So a 16-play drive, chewing up 5+ minutes on the clock, ends in a Wildcat touchdown. 82-yard drive for the Wildcats and a 1-yard Wyatt Reynolds touchdown plunge. So we await the snap, the hold, and the kick. Davis the holder. The snap, the kick is up. It is good, and the Cats lead 7-0. Touchdown brought to you by Young's Tire and Wheel Center. The touchdown of your tires on the pavement is important for your car, so go see William today. We'll be back right after this.
Back to school means new hours at the Vault. Every Tuesday through Thursday, 3 to 6 p.m. Whether you're playing games or just hanging out with your friends or taking advantage of the free tutoring, the Vault is a safe place to help students move forward. We're also inviting students and their families to the Vault for every away game this football season. Come watch your Wildcats on the big screens and hang out with your friends. Check us out on Facebook for more information and upcoming events at the Vault.
Boozman and Marquez back to return this one for Grain Valley, standing about their own 5-yard line. We await the Wildcats to come out on the field here as we are ready to rock and roll again from Grain Valley, Missouri. A 16-play, 5-minute, 30-second, 82-yard drive by the Wildcats gives them a 7-0 lead here with 2:29 to go in the first quarter. We await the Sasonis kick from his own 40, going left to right here in the first quarter. We'll see how the defense responds, getting a breather on the sideline. There's the kick, a high end-over-end kick, going to be picked up by Marquez up at about the 10, 15-yard line, 20. He's going to bust through the seam to the 30 to the 40, close to midfield and drug down at about the 46-yard line, and the ball pops out and it'll stay with Grain Valley on the far sideline. So Cats almost get a turnover close to midfield, but another short field for Grain Valley. We'll see how the Wildcat off defense can respond here on this drive. And if you can get a stop here, you're going to start feeling good, and you're going to start making both your offense and defense feeling really good about your scenarios here on the road. Ball stands at their own 47-yard line. 3 wide receivers left side, 1 to the right side, pistol formation. It is Cullum in the backfield, has Krell behind him in the backfield. And they're going to go in motion, a little dump out into the flats on the far side or near side here, past the 50 down to about the 45-yard line. Going to be about a 6-7 yard gain. That catch by Boozman on the near side. Little just bubble screen out on the near side here. Able to pick up a good chunk of yardage. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 3 for Grain Valley after a 7-yard gain. So they're going to flip-flop sides now. They're going to go with 3 receivers to the right side in the pistol formation, 1 to the near side, left side. And this time they're going to go Krell right up the middle. Krell gets close to the 45, and he is cut down. Initial contact, Nick Cruz. Wrapped up and taken down as well by 44, Brendan Shackles on the tackle. Brings up 3rd and about 3 from about the 45-yard line here, 1:25 to go in quarter number 1. So ball at the Wildcat 45-yard line, 3 wide receivers, right side for Grain Valley, 1 to the near side, left side. Pistol formation for Column has Krell behind him in the backfield. And here they're going to go fake, and they're going to look to throw, and chased out of the pocket by Shackles as well as others, and it's going to be an incomplete pass on the near sideline. It's going to bring up 4th and 3 from the 45, and we'll see if they're going to punt it away here. Okay, so he caught it on the far sideline. I did not think he came anywhere near to that one. Looked like it bounced from here. Nevertheless, it'll be a 1st down to the 40-yard line. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Wide receiver left side, 2 out to the right side. Pistol formation again for Grain Valley and Column. Letting the clock roll a little bit here. Now he goes right up the middle with Krell, and Krell's into the secondary, upended by Jasper Davis after a gain of about 10 yards to about the 29 of the Wildcats. Going to bring up 1st down and 10 with 41.6 to go. And they're locked and loaded with another play. And Column then slows it down and looks around. 35 seconds to go here, first quarter. McCoubry out to the near side, their speedster. They're going to go up the middle again for Krell, and he has nowhere to go. He's buried in the backfield. Isaiah Patrick in there along with others for the Wildcats. Looks like Christian Cooper and Isaiah Patrick on that one. Brings up a 2nd down and about 11 after a loss of about a yard. And that's going to end the first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books. Your Wildcats lead it 7-0. We'll be back. You're listening and watching high school football on 4Ts.com.
A bad tire can ruin someone's day in a heartbeat, so don't trust your tires to just anyone. Let William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center get you rolling down the road with safety and peace of mind. With their tire warranty and free rotations, they make sure you're well taken care of. So whether it's a spare or a new set of 4 tires, Young's will get you safely to that next Wildcat away game. Act soon and you may be eligible to up to $100 in rebates with certain hand-cooked tires. Go see William today right across the road from the Garage Burgers and Brew on Commercial.
All right, welcome back. We go to second quarter action. 12 minutes on the clock. It's going to be 2nd down and long from the 30 of the Wildcats as we get back to action. Got to give a shout out to the Morelands back in Harrisonville, watching on their big screen in their new house that I still haven't gone over to see, and I really need to get over there and see it. So Brandy and Jason, hello from Grain Valley. 2nd down and long coming up, pistol formation. 2 wide receivers left side, 1 to the right side. Up the middle, they're going to go, no, they're going to roll it out into the flat looking for a pass. Deep over to the sideline and incomplete over the hands of the outstretched receiver. They wanted a penalty over there. And the Cats have a player down. That might be Christian Cooper on the ground. So we hope nothing too serious there. At this point, this is one of those games that's so hot you hope it's maybe cramps or something for Christian, and that looks like what they're working on there.
We talked about that. That's could be a an issue tonight with the heat, with the humidity and stuff.
And, you know, one of the things you talk about, that's something you can't just start the day of. That's something that you got to be doing all week long, you know, extra water. You're 200 pounds, you need to be having 150 ounces of water a day at least to be enough hydrated, because you know come Friday you're going to be sweating it all out.
Yeah, and also I want to give a shout out. I was talking to Colleen Johnson. Kayleen is on the field or playing tonight, and I believe she's got some relatives up. I think she said Nebraska, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not a Nebraska fan, so I'm sorry to the Johnsons. But anyway, shout out from here, from Grain Valley.
So, yeah, we always enjoy all over the U.S. having people, Coach Meeks and his family, listen down from Florida, so it's always fun to know where everybody's listening from. They're going to go in motion McCoubry from right to left. And Collum going to roll out and look to throw. He throws it back to the near side on a screen, and the Cats are going to try to slow it down and get it down to about the 20-yard line, wrapped up. Nick Laughlin on the tackle. It'll be close to a first down. It's going to be third down here. So it's going to be third. No, call it a first down. I have to get used to this vantage point over here. I thought they were a yard or two short. Instead, it's a first down. Down to about the 18-yard line. Collum in the shotgun, pistol formation. He's got Krell behind him in the backfield. Two wide receivers near side to the right side, one to the left side. Go in motion, Collum right up the middle. They go with Krell, and Krell gets it inside the 15. They're going to mark him right about the 15-yard line. So it'll bring up second down. And about 8. Stay in that pistol formation with Krell behind Collum, and they're looking to throw Collum. He's chased out of the pocket, nowhere to go, and then he throws an incomplete, and a flag, maybe a hold here in the backfield, and that'll be good for the Cats, as that'll push them back 10 yards. One of the keys to the game beforehand, Gary, I said, let's eat. Let's let the big guys eat, and right now they're getting in the backfield, making Collum throw on the run, and he's not as accurate as he has been early in the year.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, when he has to be on the run, that one pass earlier, he made an excellent pass on the run, and he was running for his. Looks like it's a personal foul on us.
So that's a second personal foul of the ball game so far for the Wildcats. And if that's the case, it'll be a first and goal for Grain Valley. No, we'll see where they're going to mark it. It'll be a half a distance. And we'll see. I believe it's going to be first and goal at about the 6-yard line. So Chain Gang was a little behind on that one. 11:05 to go first half. Cats lead 7-0, but Grain Valley knocking on the Wildcats' front door here. Wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right. They're going to go in motion from right to left. They're going to go right up the middle with Krell, and Krell is going to get it inside the 5, but nowhere else as the Cats slam the door shut on that one. It will be second down and goal from about the 5-yard line. The second and goal from the 5. 10:36 to go here in the first. 10:27, I should say, as the clock is rolling here. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, pistol formation for Collum here. And he's going to fake it to Krell. He's going to be chased out of the pocket. He's going to have to try to get to the outside. Isaiah Patrick tries to chase him down, and he's knocked down and out of bounds. Down to about the 1-yard line. Isaiah Patrick and others over there for the Wildcats. So third down and goal from about the 1-yard line. This would be a huge play for the Cats here if they could get a loss in the backfield or something and at least force a fourth down here. If you get the 4-down stop, that's great. We got a whistle timeout Harrisonville with 10:09 to go in the first. So 10:09 to go in the first half. 7-0 your score. Cats with the lead. We'll be right back after this.
Need a haircut, highlight, beauty supplies, nails done? Good news, Harrisonville has your one stop to answer all these questions. Salon 114 on the west side of the historic Harrisonville Square is a full-service salon with cuts, colors, curls, conditioners, and nails. There is no reason to make multiple appointments and stops. Just go see Amy and her girls and get it all done at once. Salon 114 is proud to sponsor Wildcat Athletics and the Wildcat Cheerleaders Spirit Spotlight.
All right, welcome back. It'll be 3rd and goal from about the 10:09 to go here in the first half of this one. Cats trying to keep Grain Valley out of the end zone here. Grain Valley trying to knot it up at 7 apiece. So we await the 3rd down snap coming up. It'll be Collum and Krell in the backfield. Krell right behind Collum. Wide receiver near side off the end. Wide receiver McCoubry out to the left side. You may see something different here. No, they're going to go up the middle on the fake end around, and it'll be a touchdown by Collum, and it's 7-6. Grain Valley back within 1, 10:05 to go here in the first half. So we'll wait the extra point coming up for Grain Valley here. 10:05 to go in the first half. 7-6 ball game.
For used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past Price Chopper.
All right, welcome back to Grain Valley. So a small victory there, Gary, as the extra point was blocked, and then you retain the lead at 7-6 with 10 minutes to go here in the first half.
Yeah, we know that feeling.
Absolutely. But, like I said, small victory. But now if you can get a touchdown here, you've got Grain Valley chasing that 2 points all night long.
Absolutely, and that is a nice thing for them to have to be chasing it, not us.
So it'll be Cats to receive the kick here. It'll be Laughlin and Reynolds back deep. Batiste and Young in front of them. Sorry, Wilson. So we await the kick here. So Grain Valley now going left to right. Cats going to go right to left as we flip-flop quarters, and it is now the second quarter. And here's the kick, a little pooch kick going to be taken by the Cats and dropped, and the Cats do come up with it here on the near sideline. Was Jaden Wilson, and that's a situation right there. I think he was wanting to take off running with it before he caught it. But it'll be Cats ball on the near hash here from about their own 26-yard line. So ball at their own 26. Here comes the Cats out from their huddle. And Bird going to bring his team out, going to go to that shotgun formation. Is Freeman going to be the back with him in the backfield? 2 wide receivers, 3 of them out to the right side, 1 left side. Shotgun formation for Bird. There's a snap, there's a fake, and Bird going to run it himself. He gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard or 2, and going to bring up a second down for the Cats. Looks like it would be second down and 10. Don't know how much they give them. They're going to give them forward progress, so maybe a yard gain there. So 9:35 to go here, first half. Cats lead it 7-6 in this MRVC West showdown. Davis going to be flanked out left side, near side. 3 wide receivers out to your right side, shotgun formation for Bird. And he's got Freeman in the backfield, and we've got a whistle. And the official going to stop it momentarily. And now we're going to get set. And there's a snap, a little bit of a low snap, but Bird's got it. He's going down the sideline. He's got Davis, and Davis can't come up with it off the hands. And Davis does not come down with it on the near sideline here. Going to bring up 3rd down and long for the Wildcats with 9:12 to go in the first half. And he's made some acrobatic plays. That was one you just expected him to come down with. He spoiled us in the early season.
Yes, he has. That one game where he had almost 200 yards pass receiving. I love those games, and he's done quite a bit for the receiving corps this year.
So 3rd down and long coming up for the Cats from their own 27-yard line. Shotgun formation again for the Cats. Here's Bird. He's looking. He's going to be blitzed. He's going to step through the blitz. He's going to throw it over the middle. Complete by Nick Laughlin up to the 41-yard line for the Wildcats, and that will move the chains. A 14-yard reception by Laughlin up to the 41-yard line. And that first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. 1st down and 10. Ball at the 41. Good possession reception right there by Nick Laughlin. Going across the middle. Bird throwing it only where his guy can catch it.
And making sure that he makes the catch for the first down.
So here we go. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation. Bird throws immediately outside for Knowles. A little 5-yard hitch. And Knowles is going to catch it for a 5-yard gain up to the 46-yard line. Cats knocking on Grain Valley territory on 2nd down and 5. So Freeman checks out as Bowers checks back in for the Wildcats. Bird brings the play in from the sideline. 8:22 and counting in the first half. Cats lead 7-6. Trying to establish another long drive here. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation for Bird. Stands at about his own 41-yard line. And here he goes up the middle. They're going to go to Bowers, and Bowers gets past midfield, and a gain of about 5. Going to be right next to the sticks and bring up either 3rd and short. And it looks like they're going to mark him just short of a first down. So 3rd down and about a half yard for the Cats, just inside Grain Valley territory, inside of their 50-yard line. 7:49 to go here in the first half as the clock will roll. Laughlin checks out. Kurt Poisel checks in for the Cats. Poisel going to be in tight on the right side. Have a wide receiver out to the left, wide receiver to the right, under center. This time will be Bird in the split back veer formation. And up the middle they're going to go, and the Cats win a little quickly on that one. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 now back in their own territory. The right side of the line took off a little bit too quick on that one. So it'll be a 3rd down and about 6 now for the Wildcats. So Bird talking to Coach Meeks, the offensive coordinator on the near sideline here. Bird gets his play. Brings his team to the line, and they're going to stay in that split back veer formation from the 46. Or from their own 46-yard line. And Bird this time, he's going to keep it himself. Barrels forward. Not quite enough for a first down, though. He's going to be marked short at about his own 49. Going to bring up 4th and about a pair for the Cats. And the Cats are going to elect to kick it deep here with 6:50 and counting in the first half of this one. So again, Gary, it's one of those situations where penalty could be a killer, as it was 3rd down and short. Bird stands at about his own 39-yard line, and we got a whistle and a timeout Grain Valley now on 4th down. And now it's one of those situations, do you decide do you want to go for it now here? So we'll see if Cats are just going to go ahead and kick it. We want to thank all our great sponsors on 4Ts.com. Show Me Auto Wall, Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center, Max Ford of Harrisonville, Holland's Auto Sales, Schroeder Chiropractic, Papa Murphy's, Colby's Car Clinic, American Heritage Realtors, Sherwood Community Bank, Young's Tire and Wheel Center, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, The Vault, Verizon Wireless Cell Only, Greg's Wheel Alignment, Farmers Insurance, Brad Sainer, the Keller Williams Hearn Group, Stafford and Stafford Insurance, Absolute Health Chiropractic, Harrisonville Star, Sapp Brothers, Salon 114, Upcycled Orchard, Sapp Brothers Service Center, Dunkin' Donuts, Apple Barrel, and Young's Auto, as we are ready for 4th down, and the Cats are still going to elect to kick it away here. as the official going to set the ball. And now the Cats are going to flip-flop it around here, but I think they're just still going to kick it away. Up man is Crowley, and a little rugby-style kick down into the corner, and it's going to roll inside the 10 or the 20 and out of bounds at the 19-yard line. So Grain Valley going to start at their own 19 with 6:25 to go in the first half of this one. So we've had some long drives in this ball game so far, Gary, as this will only be the third drive of the ball game for Grain Valley, and Harrisonville's only had the ball twice.
Yeah, and each team, Grain Valley's had it for 8 minutes and 25 seconds, and we've had it for 9 minutes and 2 seconds. So it's pretty even as far as.
So here we go. It'll be Collum in the backfield. He'll have Carell with him in the backfield in that pistol formation. Wide receiver flanked out to the left, wide receiver to the right. They're going to go in motion with McCoubry and a whistle. See if there was a flag on the far side. It looks like it will be on possibly Grain Valley. I don't know. We'll wait and see. It'll be a formation penalty on them. As it was out on the far side, maybe somebody was not lined up on the line of scrimmage that should have been. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll push them back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 now for the Eagles. 6:25 to go here in the first half. So Collum in the backfield in the pistol has running back behind him in the backfield. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. They're going to go in motion left to right. Right up the middle, they're going to go with it. A gain of about 5. Takes them back to about the original line of scrimmage, bring up 2nd and 10. Looks like that was number 29, Ethan Graster of Grain Valley. Grasher, sorry. So Grasher in the backfield behind Collum this time. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, and a whistle with 5:53 to go. Oh, I feel like we've had a little bit of timing issues with the officials so far here tonight. Now they're going to roll with it. Wide receiver left, wide receiver to the right, pistol formation. And they're going to throw it out in the flats for McCoubry, and McCoubry going to get about 6 or 7 and forced out of bounds here on the near sideline by the Wildcats. Isaiah Patrick on the coverage, and it'll bring up 3rd down and about 3 for Grain Valley here. Cats would love to get a 3 and out on this series. And you got to know they're going to go to the nickel formation here as the middle linebacker Patrick checks out. They add the defensive back out there. Pistol formation again. Collum in the backfield. Grasher behind him, and wide receiver to left, wide receiver right. They're going to go right up the middle, Grasher, and he's got a 1st down and some, and all the way up to the 38-yard line, 39-yard line. Pull that middle linebacker out. What do? You run right at the middle linebacker and the extra defender out there in the secondary. So brings up a 1st and 10 with 5:38 to go up to the 38-yard line. Patrick will check back in as Wilson checks out. Kubry franked out left side. Wide receiver right side, tight end off in, going to go from right to left. And Grasher now going to look to go up the middle, nowhere to go. The Cats bring him down in the backfield. That was Ben Clary on the tackle. Brings up a 2nd down and long with 5:05 to go. So 2nd and about 12. 4:55 to go. And now Collum kind of shrugging his shoulders as if he didn't know what the play call was going to be, and it looks like they're going to let it roll down and call a timeout with 4.5 to go in the first half. So we got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. You're watching high school football on 4Ts.com.
Harrisonville Wildcats postgame headquarters, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, is open late to feed your hunger after every Wildcat win, home or away. No matter if it's appetizers to dissect the game or a full meal to celebrate, Forged by Fire is your stop. Try some fried pickles or wings, fill up on the half-pound Boss Burger, or go all out with a hand-cut, made-to-order 16-ounce Kansas City strip. After tonight's game, go to the Harrisonville's premier sit-down restaurant, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House in the Price Chopper Shopping Center.
All right, welcome back. 4:35 to go here, first half, second and long, coming up for Grain Valley from about their own 36-yard line. As both teams drove down, first possession of the game, Grain Valley came up with no points. Cats were able to drive down and get a touchdown. Grain Valley answered with a touchdown of their own, missed the extra point. Cats got a little bit of a drive going their second time through, couldn't quite get anything going, and now Grain Valley on their third drive. So neither team possessing the ball several different times in the first half, just running long drives. 4.5 minutes to go. We got a shotgun pistol formation. Two wide receivers make it three out to the left side, one to the near side on second down and about 12. Collum going to take the snap and look to pass, and he's flushed out and has to throw it over the middle. Nowhere to go. Read perfectly by Nick Cruz and Brendan Shackles to stop that one, and he was flushed quickly out of the pocket by the blitzing Isaiah Patrick to bring up third down and 11 for Grain Valley from about their own 37-yard line. And Grain Valley ready to go back at it in the pistol formation. Three wide receivers out left side. Grasher in the backfield behind Collum. And this time they're going to go up the middle. Nowhere to go. Isaiah Patrick, the initial contact, and finished off by Nick Cruz, and that'll bring up fourth down, and Grain Valley going to have to punt for the first time tonight at his own 28-yard line to try to return this one. And there's the kick, high end over end kick, going to bounce at the 30. Jasper going to have to let it roll, and it hits him, and then he has to fall on it. And that's a dangerous situation, but I know what Jasper was doing right there. He was trying to get that high hop. You get that high hop, you can grab it right in the breadbasket and take off with it. The bad thing is it took the short hop and hit him right on the side, and he had to dive on it. So it'll be Cats ball at about their own 16, Gary.
Yeah, and I mean, he's lucky that it took the bounce that it did right back to the turf, and he was able to get on it. That's a play, like you said, he's wanting to make something happen, and if he could have got it on that first big hop, it would have been great. But after that, you just almost got to get away from it.
So it'll be Cats ball inside their own 20 to start this drive. 3:35 to go in the first half. Shotgun formation for Bird. He's got two to his left, two to his right, wide receivers, and he has got on his right side Bowers in the backfield. They're going to go in motion with Reynolds, and they're going to hand it off to Reynolds around the end, and Reynolds has got some room, and down the sideline, forced out of bounds, shoved out of bounds like a rocket ship, but a quick 15-plus yard gain for Reynolds. They're going to mark him up to the 32-yard line. I like they're getting their speed involved in this, Gary, with this spread-out type of offense. That was a big chunk of yardage right there for Reynolds. 15 yards. And the Cats are going to have two wide receivers again flanked out to the left and two to the right. Near side is Davis and Reynolds. Are going to go in motion this time the other way with Laughlin, and they're going to look to chuck it downfield. They got his man, and Davis can't come up with it. It's thrown a little behind him, and it brings up second down and 10, and a flag back at the line of scrimmage. Even in the backfield, that could be a hold. That's a hold back there. So if that's from the spot, that won't be good for the Cats because that'll bring up first down and long, and that's where it's going to be. It'll be a spot foul. So it went from 1st and 10 to about 1st and Buckner, Missouri for the Wildcats.
Nice thing about it is Grain Valley's used all their timeouts, so, I mean, it's first down, We've got 3:23. We can run the clock out. If we don't get anything good on the first play or two, we can run the clock down. They have no way to stop it.
So here we go with 3:23 to go. We'll see how that rolls out for the Cats. And they're going to stick with the shotgun formation. Reynolds Davis to the near side. 2 wide receivers out to the far side as well. Going to go in motion with Reynolds, and we got a flag. False start, going to push him back even farther, another 5 yards. That's going to put us at about first and Old Fort Osage. I'm not talking about the high school. I'm talking about the old fort out there. First down and long for the Wildcats with 3:23 to go. Cats do have big play capability here, though, too, so you'd like to see what they do on first down. Now Reynolds going to flip-flop sides. Davis going to be all alone out here, try to get him some single coverage. And they're looking for him out here. They throw it in the flats, knocked down. That was actually a throw into the flats for Poisel, knocked down. It'll bring up second down with 3:19 to go here in the first half. So Bird comes to the sideline. What I like about this drive here is Coach Meeks isn't deviating from the game plan, thinking, okay, let's just, he's going with what they have and what he wants to do here. Going to still roll out of that shotgun formation, not going to just line up under center and run it up the middle here. He's going to go with the offense they've got going. And they're going to go in motion, and this time they're going to take it around the near side. And into the secondary is Laughlin, a big chunk of yardage. 10 plus for Nick Laughlin. And he comes up, or no, that is McCubry on the other side. And with 3 minutes and counting here, brings up third down, about 18 for the Wildcats. It's third and manageable, though, with 2:49, and you get a first down, then you can change your game plan a little bit here. 2 wide receivers to your left, 2 to your right, shotgun formation for Bird, and they're going to go in motion with Reynolds. They're going to hand it off to Reynolds to the outside. It's been there all night. Now Reynolds going to have to cut back up, and does up to about the 30. Bad news, though. He goes out of bounds, and the Cats are going to have to punt with 2:33, so Grain Valley going to get another possession here in the first half. So not the drive you wanted to in the half, but nevertheless, Cats will punt it away here and call on their defense to get them a stop before they go into half. Bird going to stand at about his own 20 to punt this one away. Fourth down and 11 coming up. 2:33 to go. Little rugby-style kick. Good end-over-end kick for Bird inside the 30, and it'll roll sideways to the 25, and it'll roll dead down at the 24. So a good punt by Bird. 40-plus yard punt for Ryan Bird. Rolls dead at the 24-yard line. So good job by Bird to flip-flop the field position there with 2:20 to go in the half. Now Grain Valley, with no timeouts left in this first half, going to have to play a little bit of hurry-up offense. So 7-6 your score, 2:20 to go, first half of this one. 3 wide receivers set to the left, in tight on the right side. Pistol formation for Collum. And he's going to go up the middle, nowhere to go. Cats all over it. Nick Cruz eats it up in the backfield, going to bring up second down and long. Second and about 13 here with 2:05 to go. Now, if you're Harrisonville with 2:05 to go and counting, they get to play in the sideline. If they pass here and you get an incompletion, you'll get a timeout to work with on third down, and you could get the ball back with decent field position and some time on the clock. So we'll see what goes on here. Second down and long. 3 wide receivers set to the left, 1 to the right, pistol formation. And this time they're going to pass out on the flats, incomplete. Exactly what you needed there. Now brings up third down, and the clock stops with 1:37 to go. And with Harrisonville having a timeout in its pocket, if they run it here on third down, the Cats can call a timeout, try to get the ball back with a little bit of time and decent field position. So got to get the stop on third down first. It is 3rd down and 12. Grain Valley coming left to right. Cats from right to left. Grain Valley has the ball inside their own 25 at about their own 22-yard line on 3rd down and 12. 2 wide receivers to your left, 2 to your right. Pistol formation column. They're going to go in motion, and this time they're going to go around the end. No, it'll be up the middle. With it will be Column. I don't know that he's going to have enough for a first down. We will see. It'll be close. Looks like he may have got it, though. And they say it is a first down, so the thing I've noticed on 3rd and longs, Gary, is they're running the ball up the middle when the Cats take their middle linebacker out of the game and put that nickel defense in. So 1:25 to go here in the first half. Grain Valley now going to go with 3 wide receivers set to the right side. And he's going to look to throw it out that way. Now he's going to look deep downfield and into the hands down the field to the 31-yard line. Marquez with the completion. And Marquez and Grain Valley showing its big play capability here. With 1:11 to go, clock will stop as they set the chains at the 31-yard line. And they're going to flip-flop the sides and put 3 over to the left side now. In tight on the right. Pistol formation for Column. And this time they're going to throw it into the flats for McCoubry. McCoubry chased down by Crowley and others, and it'll bring up 2nd down, and the clock will roll. It'll be 2nd down at about 3 here. It's Grain Valley trying to get set for another play here as the clock rolls. And now the play clock will go. 3 wide receivers out to the left again. They're going to go up the middle this time for Grasher, and he goes nowhere. So Grasher can't go anywhere, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 33 seconds to go. And a pistol formation here. Grain Valley going to have to try to rush a field goal kicker out on the field if they don't get the pass, and now an incomplete pass. They're going to be able to try a field goal here on 4th down. The ball at the 22-yard line, 23 seconds to go. You got to think they're going to want to try one, but they tried a long field goal earlier that was blocked. Again, would be about a 40-yard attempt for Grain Valley with 23.7 to go here in the first half, and that looks like what Grain Valley's going to do. You got to watch the fake on a situation like this, Gary. They're going to put it down at the 30. Your quarterback is your holder. There's this low snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. And it makes it 9-7 with 23.7 to go in the half. So the field goal is good. Grain Valley takes the lead. We'll take a timeout.
Free donuts. Yep, that's right. Fuel up at Sapp Brothers Truck Stop and get a free donut. If donuts are not your thing, wait, what someone doesn't like donuts? Anyway, they do have a full menu of lattes, hot and iced coffees for that caffeine jolt you may need in the early mornings, afternoon pick-me-ups, or late-night work. Bring the kids 12 and under in on Thursdays from 3 to 5 for the Build Your Donut Night. At Dunkin' Donuts, located inside the new Sapp Brothers Truck Stop on the Highway 7 exit, there's a little something for the whole family and convenience to boot with a drive-thru and open 24 hours.
All right, welcome back to Grain Valley. Grain Valley takes the lead before half, 9-7 the score. Good news, Cats get the ball back before the half. Bad news is they could not get a drive together before the half to give them that 2-possession opportunity. So we'll see what happens here. So it will be Cats back to receive it. Will be, looks like Laughlin back there along with Reynolds. And they reset the clock to 17 seconds. So it looks like they ran some clock off after the field goal. And we'll see if they're going to kick it deep here. So 17 seconds to go in the half. If you're the Cats, try to bust a big run here on the kick return. Chip Rantham to kick it deep. High end over end kick. And Laughlin going to take it from his own 5 to his 10. And then he picks up speed, gets up to about the 18-yard line, wrapped up and hit by a couple of Green Valley Eagles. And it'll be 1st and 10 Cats from about their own 20, and that's where they're going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. So with 12 seconds to go, you got a timeout. I may look for about a 25, 30-yarder over the middle here, see if you get it. And then you can call a timeout and maybe try to chuck one deep into the end zone. We'll see what the Cats do here. They may just elect to kneel it, knowing they're going into the locker room. Down at your own 20, you don't want to fumble it with a kicker they've got. They could kick a field goal right off the bat. So the Cats going to go in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Going to go in motion with Reynolds, and now they're going to go up the middle for Bowers. And Bowers got a little bit of a running lane close to the 30, and that will do it for the half. So the score at the half, 9-7, Cats trail it. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back with your halftime show in just a couple of minutes. Brought to you by the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop Complex. We'll be back after this.
There is only one wireless hotspot for T's and CBK Broadcasting Trust. That is a hotspot from the cell-only Verizon wireless store in Harrisonville. With easy access in the Price Chopper Shopping Center, they are there to answer any questions you may have. Right now, come in and get a free Samsung tablet, discount bundles, and contract buyouts from any other carrier. If that wasn't enough, if you come in and mention this ad, get 15% off your purchase. Run out and see them today at Cell Only Verizon Wireless.
Harrisonville's newest paper is your best place for area news and coverage of Harrisonville sports. Dedicated to giving you the stories that are at the heart of the community and business profiles so you can get to know local businesses, they are becoming Harrisonville's go-to news source. With distribution at several local businesses and with subscriptions available, get your hands on Harrisonville's hottest commodity, a copy of the Harrisonville Star, today.
Now with 2 locations in Harrisonville and Belton, your premier pre-owned dealers at Show Me Auto Mall have made buying a car, truck, or SUV even easier. The crew at Show Me Auto Mall wants to make sure you experience hassle-free sales with premier pre-owned cars. With the Show Me Edge warranty, you have a peace of mind that Show Me will take care of you. So when you're in the market for a vehicle, go experience the Show Me difference in Harrisonville across from Walmart or the new location in Belton across from Chipotle.
Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville takes the hassle out of buying home appliances. They will save you time and money and give you the same selection as the marts up in the city. So instead of spending hours driving north searching for a great deal, go see the crew at Troby's right here in Harrisonville and get friendly hometown service at affordable prices. With 3 generations of Troby's helping, it's a true hometown business, happy to make you feel like part of the family. Go see them today on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
From small jobs like an oil change or big ones like fixing a transmission, Young's Auto Repair will get you back up and running in no time. A knowledgeable, friendly staff with a family raised in Harrisonville, Michelle and William know small-town friendly service and good craftsmanship is the key to keeping customers happy and coming back again. So next time you need a tune-up or an alignment with their state-of-the-art alignment machine, give Young's a call at 816-380-6008 or stop in and visit them at 1312 South Commercial, right next to Santa Fe Glass.
Friendly faces and bright smiles greet you every time you walk into one of the 4 Sherwood Community Bank locations in Creighton, Urick, Garden City, or Harrisonville. A full-service bank with new internet banking options to track your accounts and many loan options. That makes Sherwood Community Bank Harrisonville's premier bank. They are the only locally owned bank, and you know your neighbors are taking care of you and your assets. When it's time for a new bank account or a loan for a home or car, are. Think local and think Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC.
Harrisonville's newest restaurant is located on the 7 Highway exit at the new Sapp Brothers truck stop. Apple Barrel will make your mom smile with daily specials, a home-cooked feel, breakfast served all day, and a breakfast buffet from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday. Next time you need a good home-cooked meal, come out and see the friendly faces and taste the great food at the Apple Barrel, located inside the new Sapp Brothers truck stop, open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily.
Treatment for minor aches and pains starts with a family atmosphere at Schroeder Chiropractic. They want to get to know you and find the best treatment solutions. The family atmosphere in over a decade in Harrisonville, Dr. Schroeder and Dr. Sharp give residents peace of mind that when the aches and pains are too much, they can come in and join the family at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee Bar and Eatery right off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Everybody's schedule is different. Wouldn't it be great if service centers were more flexible with their hours to accommodate your schedule? Good news, the Sapp Brothers Service Center is open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and they don't just work on semis. They can work on your vehicle as well. If you work odd hours, get home after 5, or are just looking for a new place to take your vehicle, try the Sapp Brothers Service Center and be blown away with the great customer service and professional craftsmanship. Located on the 7 Highway exit right next to the Sapp Brothers truck stop.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Grain Valley, Missouri. Your score in this MRVC West showdown at the half. Grain Valley leads the Cats 9-7 is your score. This halftime show brought to you by the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop Complex on South 7 Highway exit. With a truck stop full of snacks, eats, and gas, a Dunkin' Donuts for a caffeine jolt, Apple Barrel Restaurant for a nice sit-down meal, or the Service Center for an oil change, they have you covered. And Gary, pretty solid first half. You know, if you go back and look at it, they go out of the shotgun formation, new formation for the Cats. I like the way they looked at times there. Couple of catches away there from having a couple of big plays. You just got to kind of keep going to the well here and know that you're only down 2 on the road in the MRVC. You got second half to come.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is about the end of the second quarter. It's been their nemesis. I mean, they had a ball in decent field position. They could have either ran the clock out or maybe went down and scored. They had some penalties, which put them in a hole. And the next thing you know, they have to punt the ball, and Grain Valley's able to at least get in field goal position. We talked at the beginning that they do have a very good field goal kicker. I mean, that was a 40-yard field goal, and, I mean, it barely made it, but it all counts. And so if they would have just shored that up, but, hey, again, we're only in the 6th game. We got 9, hopefully 15 games to play this year, and we'll get better as they go.
Well, and, you know, you talked about that. You talked about it being the nemesis. I was thinking that after they had to punt that ball away, I think if I go back and if I remember correctly, every game except for the first game against Benton, Harrisonville has had that opportunity before the half to get a touchdown and get the ball back at the half. And each time it's not quite backfired, but it backfired with points tonight. It did against, I believe, Excelsior last week, and also Platte County. I know it did the week before as they punched one in right before the half where Cats were looking at they could possibly get a touchdown. They'd be up 2 scores in the ball back, and instead they punched it in, Platte County did before the half, and that kind of changed the momentum of the game.
Yeah, and I don't know that this is going to change the momentum of the game as far as it's going to put Grain Valley ahead. We should feel good that we're only two points behind. Not good because we played bad. It's just that, you know, we're on the road and we're 2 down, but we get the ball in the second half.
Yeah, and we'll talk about some second half adjustments a little bit later before we go back to second half action after we take a break here in just a couple of minutes. We're not going to go yet, but I'll let you kind of roll over some stats here, and then we'll talk about that in a minute.
Well, for the first half, Harrisonville cranked out about 155 yards. 120 of that was rushing, with Reynolds leading the way with 69. And Bird was 4 for 9 for 35 yards, which totaled about 155 yards for the Cats. The bad part about that was we ended up having 5 penalties for 50 yards, and a couple of those penalties hurt us. It stopped drives or put us back in the hole. As far as Grain Valley, it's pretty even as far as yardage. They had 157 yards, so only 2 more yards than what we had, 75 yards rushing and 82 yards passing. with their quarterback leading the way as far as rushing. He's only had 4 attempts, but those attempts came at critical points in a drive. Usually a lot of times third down. Instead of giving it, he kept it and took it off tackle, and he made some good runs. And so you kind of talked before the half was ended. This was an easy half for me to calculate totals because each team only had 4 possessions. We really only had 3 with only 1 play in that 4th possession there in the half. But, we blocked the field goal. They had a TD, then they punted, and then they had a field goal, which left them with 9 with the extra point failing or being blocked. And we had a TD on our first drive, then we punted, and then the end of the half. As far as time of possession, we only had it for 10:35. They had it for 13:25. Part of that is in a couple of their long drives. And so I think we're going to get the ball in the second half, so hopefully that'll turn the tide. And if we can keep that ball for 14, 15 minutes and only give them it 9 minutes, that'll only give them a couple of good long drives for them because their average drive is about 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. And that first drive for us, though, was great. It was 5.5 minutes long. And
we'll see, like we said, we'll talk about some adjustments after an extended timeout coming up. But, it's just one of those things, if you're the Wildcats, you just got to stick with what you're doing. You talked about it, getting better as the year goes on. You're never going to apologize for winning one ugly or winning one close. It's still a W in the win column, and that's what you're looking to do. You're looking to come up here on the road and steal one, and it sets up a lot of stuff for you. It puts you in the driver's seat in the MRVC with Oak Grove with Pleasant Hill the following week, and then Oak Grove and Odessa still to come. But it'll put you in the driver's seat undefeated after 2 games. Grain Valley, somebody that you thought was going to be a contender, also Excelsior Springs. They both have 1 loss, both to you, gives you even more confidence. This offense is going to start getting more and more confident as well. You see more people getting involved. Jasper doesn't have a big catch tonight. I think he does have a reception, but he doesn't have that big catch we're just so accustomed to seeing him get. But Nick Laughlin has looked good at the wideout spot tonight. So more people are getting involved. We'll just have to kind of wait it out and see how it rolls. I liked the way Coach Meeks approached the end of that half. After they got pushed backwards and backwards and backwards on those penalties, he didn't deviate from his game plan and say, okay, we're going to run it up the middle and we're going to try to run the clock out. He said, this is what we're going to do and we're going to stick to it. And I like that confidence he had in his team. And they got a couple of decent runs out of that. They just didn't get the first down they needed. But nevertheless, that'll maybe give them some momentum and confidence going into the half.
Yeah, and that first pass when they were first and I don't know what you said, but it was like 1st and 32. Was a high percentage pass. They just happened to have a defender in the way, which was able to knock the pass down. But this has really been a very even matchup between the 2 teams. I mean, total yardage, they've got a little bit of the edge on time of possession, but they've both got 7 first downs in the first half. So really, these teams, as they've come out in the first half, they're very evenly matched. They've matched up very well and been able to make some stops when they needed to. Each team has. But I have confidence in our coaching staff and Meeks especially on offense, and then obviously Schinker on defense to make some adjustments at halftime to be able to come back and be able to maybe close some of the things down that Grain Valley's been bringing at them.
It's always been a trademark of Harrisonville teams. They always play a little bit better in the second half, and that's what you hope to see here tonight as well.
And you brought up Jasper Davis. That game that he had almost 200 yards receiving, most of that came in the second half. And so we can be a second half team. We showed it last week. We showed it in some other weeks in the past. So I'm excited about to see what we're going to be able to come out with the second half.
So we will see what happened. It is your halftime show brought to you by the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop Complex on the South Highway 7 exit with a truck stop full of snacks and eats and gas, a Dunkin' Donuts for a caffeine jolt, Apple Barrel Restaurant for a nice sit-down meal, or the Service Center for an oil change. They have you covered. We're going to take an extended timeout. We'll be back in 5-10 minutes or so with second half action and some keys to the second half. You're listening to High School Football and watching on 4Ts.com.
We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASC certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn, and the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty is your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com. The easiest place to buy a car just got easier. Max Ford of Harrisonville is getting rid of its 2017 inventory and offering 72 months, 0% interest, and a $1,000 trade allowance with approved credit. If this isn't in your budget, they have over 800 cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from so you can cruise through town in style. If you've been on the fence about buying, now is the time. So go to maxmotors.com while you watch the Wildcats, find a car, and head out to Max Ford tomorrow to get rolling down the road. And stay tuned after the game for our Max Effort Player of the Game.
So you're saying you didn't eat this ice cream?
Baby, I swear on my lucky shirt. I ate it.
Frightening bolt. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Brad Sainer, the Wildcats' most trusted Harrisonville Farmers Insurance agent who's seen it and covered it. Brad Sainer. Visit him in the A-frame on Commercial across from Casey's to get you covered. Ready for relief? Absolute Health Chiropractic's professional friendly staff is trained to get results. Your doctor of chiropractic will analyze the cause of your pain, explain what's causing it, and work with you to get relief. They use effective, tested, proven techniques to relieve your pain and get you back to 100% right away so you can get back to enjoying your life. Absolute Health Chiropractic at 1908 West Mechanic Street in Harrisonville, or call 816-380-2436. Upcycled Orchard Pumpkin Patch opens this weekend. Pumpkin Patch, hay rides, corn maze, bounce house, pumpkin bowling, corn wagon, apple lunch, s'mores fire pit, cider donuts, cider slushies, mums, and all your fall decorating needs. We also have You Pick Apples. Patch activities are open Saturday 10 to 4 and Sunday 12 to 4. Our shop, pre-picked pumpkins and apples are open during the week, Wednesday through Friday too. Located at the corner of South 7 Highway and Kaufman Road. Special groups can call and schedule during the week. Check us out on Facebook or call 816-925-0404. While sitting here watching the Wildcats turn your oven to 425 degrees and run to Papa Murphy's to get a game day pizza. Papa Murphy's is the best stop for a pizza in Harrisonville, from regular pepperoni to one of their specialty pizzas like the Cowboy Pizza that has everyone's taste buds covered. Watching that figured, they also have you covered with Delight pizzas and an assortment of salads as well. Nothing goes better with football than a hot pizza, so get out to Papa Murphy's and treat your taste buds to love at 425 degrees.
Carol Looney and the staff at American Heritage has been where Harrisonville's turned since 1981 for their dream homes. Carol and her staff will make sure you find the house that's right for you and your budget. They will make sure schools are right for the kids as well. Go see the team that goes the extra mile for you, located next to Sonic at 1000 South Commercial, or call 816-380-6161, or visit the website at americanheritage-realtors.com. Is your car making an annoying squeal? Air conditioner sweating you out with the August heat? Then it's time to give Darren and Robert a call over at Greg's Wheel Alignment and Brake Service. Greg's Wheel Alignment has been in town for 50 years and will give you professional service at a fair price. So the next time you hear an untimely noise or simply need an oil change, call Greg's at 816-380-3384.
Back to school means new hours at the vault. Every Tuesday through Thursday, 3 to 6 p.m. Whether you're playing games or just hanging out with your friends or taking advantage of the free tutoring, the Vault is a safe place to help students move forward. We're also inviting students and their families to the Vault for every away game this football season. Come watch your Wildcats on the big screens and hang out with your friends. Check us out on Facebook for more information and upcoming events at the Vault.
A bad tire can ruin someone's day in a heartbeat, so don't trust your tires to just anyone. Let William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center get you rolling down the road with safety and peace of mind. With their tire warranty and free rotations, they make sure you're well taken care of. So whether it's a spare or a new set of 4 tires, Young's will get you safely to that next Wildcat away game. Act soon and you may be eligible to up to $100 in rebates with certain hand-cooked tires. Go see William today right across the road from the Garage Burgers and Brew on Commercial.
Need a haircut, highlight, beauty supplies, nails done? Good news, Harrisonville has your one stop to answer all these questions. Salon 114 on the west side of the historic Harrisonville Square is a full-service salon with cuts, colors, curls, conditioners, and nails. There is no reason to make multiple appointments and stops. Just go see Amy and her girls and get it all done at once. Salon 114 is proud to sponsor Wildcat Athletics and the Wildcat Cheerleaders Spirit Spotlight.
What is the number one thing people look for when buying a used car? Trust. If you can't trust the person you buy your vehicle from, you can end up with a lemon. Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's trusted name for used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past Price Chopper.
Harrisonville Wildcats postgame headquarters, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, is open late to feed your hunger after every Wildcat win, home or away. No matter if it's appetizers to dissect the game or a full meal to celebrate, Forged by Fire is your stop. Try some fried pickles or wings, fill up on the half-pound Boss Burger, or go all out with a hand-cut, made-to-order 16-ounce Kansas City strip. After tonight's game, go to the Harrisonville's premier sit-down restaurant, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, in the Price Chopper Shopping Center.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Grain Valley, Missouri. 9-7 our score at the half. We got about 3 or 4 minutes before we get to second half action. It is your halftime show brought to you by the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop Complex on the South Highway 7 exit. And Gary, you know, a couple of things I'd like to see in this second half for the Wildcats. The only concern I saw, and I think it's a pretty quick, easy fix for Harrisonville, is on 3rd and long for Grain Valley. Harrisonville has been pulling out their middle linebacker, Isaiah Patrick, and Grain Valley has been running draws and right up the middle, right at that hole, basically, in your second line of defense there. Maybe not taking Isaiah out of the situation there and trying a little bit of a different matchup there.
Yeah, we've been able to control it with that regular defense end, the starting defense end. So, you know, I think that's probably something Schenker's going to look at because, as I said earlier, their quarterback burned us a couple of times on some very long 3rd downs. And, I mean, he hasn't run the ball very much. I mean, he's only run the ball, I think, 4 times, but he's got 39 yards. And that is 20 yards, 4 yards, 1 yard, and 14 yards. And that 20-yard and 14 yards, if I recall, were first downs on 3rd and long.
Right. And, you know, and then the only other thing is you'll take a couple penalties. Just you don't want them at such critical junctures. It's something that has bit them so far this year is those penalties have come at those critical junctures. You hope that you don't have that in the second half. And we've seen adjustments at the halftime. They haven't had as many penalties second half earlier in the year in their games. 5
for 50 is not that bad, but when the penalties come at a very bad time in your drive or in the other team's drive, then it hurts you. So they've cut down the penalties from the first part of the year. They were having 8 and 10 penalties a half, and last week they didn't have very many. I think it was in the first half. They had a few more in the second half, and sometimes that comes to whenever you get tired your legs don't work as well and you start reaching or things like that. So, but I'm excited about what we've got to bring to us to the team the second half because I'm sure they're going to make adjustments. And being down 2 is nothing when you're away from home.
Absolutely. So we'll see what the Cats do to start the second half. They will get the ball to start the second half. We will take I was going to take a timeout, but Jerry disappeared on me, so we'll keep it right here with you as we wrap up our halftime show brought to you by the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop Complex. And now I found Santa Claus. We're going to do one timeout. So thanks again for joining us for the halftime show brought to you by the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop Complex. We'll be back with your second half kickoff after this.
Why spend hours and hours scouring the internet looking for the best insurance prices when Stafford and Stafford Insurance can do it for you? They have over 40 employees and agents working for you and your family to match you with the right insurances to have you covered. No matter if it's auto, business, health, life, or home insurance, they will match you with what best fits you and your budget. So stop working so hard and work smart. Give Stafford and Stafford Insurance a call at 816-884-4800 and take the work out of insurance.
All right, welcome back as we get set for second half action here. Cats going to get the ball to start this second half of play. Kickoff is brought to you by Young's Auto Repair. Kickoff fall with a brake inspection at Young's Auto Repair. So Green Valley going to kick it off, and it looks like they are going to kick from left to right, and the Cats going to go from right to left. I got all kinds of people listening to the ball game. I just got a text from assistant basketball coach Frankie Jackson wanting to let us know that me and you sound mighty fine on the broadcast. So glad to know that Frankie is listening. I got some other shout-outs we'll get to here in a couple of seconds or so, a couple of minutes. I got a special little boy I know who's been watching and listening at home wanting to know where Daddy at? He can hear me, but he can't see me. So I told him after the game he'll be able to see us. So hopefully that'll help him out a little bit. So Braxton, hello back at home, and Dad will be home in a little bit. So Green Valley is set to kick it away from their own 40 from left to right to the Cats. It'll be Laughlin and Reynolds back to return this one. Little squib kick, and offside's going to be called on Green Valley. Thankful that happened, though, as that one bounced right off of the Wildcats and could have been disastrous.
And, I was thinking about that. I don't know the coach from Green Valley. I know he played Raytown.
Raytown South, he was coach, yep.
And but you kind of wonder, in games like this, you're obviously wanting to get a long return, and I was hoping, and they were covering around it well, other than just one person missed it, but I was wondering if they would consider anything like that, because their kicker can obviously kick it deep. Don't know if now with the 5 yards if he can kick it out of the end zone or into the end zone or not, but we'll see.
So we'll see. It'll be at their own 35 now. We'll see if, like you said, they change it up and say, okay, we're not going to catch them sleeping this time. Maybe we'll just boot it deep. So we await the kickoff again from their own 35 this time. It's still Reynolds and Laughlin back to return it for the Cats. And they are going to squib it up the middle, and it'll be taken by Jasper Davis at his own 30 to the 35. Dives forward, wrapped up by Column. That is the safety Column there with the tackle, Jace Column. So a little quick scamper for the Cats, and it'll be Cats ball at their own 39-yard line, make it the 38 as they get to business here in the second half. And Gary pointed out something we were talking in the timeout is, Ryan Bird been playing offense and defense, so we'll see how that comes on a hot night like this, especially what kind of energy he has in the second half of this one. So here we go. Cats come out from the sideline in that shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to your left, 2 to your right. Bowers on the left side of Bird. They're going to go in motion with Laughlin, and Laughlin going to try to get to the outside and nowhere to go. He's going to lose about 5 yards, wrapped up by Trent Flake in the backfield. And we have a whistle. Looked like they were going to mark it, or looked like maybe there was a penalty the way that they reacted, but there is not a penalty. It'll be second down and long for the Cats. And that's something that Grain Valley has adjusted to. The first couple of times that sweep around the end was a moneymaker for the Cats, and it hasn't. But like you said, it does open up the middle and it opens up the passing game, so we'll see what they do on second down and long here. You don't want to go 3 and out on this first series. 2 wide receiver set to the far side. Right side, they're going to go motion with Reynolds, and they're going to go up the middle for Bowers, and Bowers is going to get most of the original yardage back, and it's going to bring up third down and long with 11 minutes to go here in the third. So 9-7, Cats down a pair. And that is one thing too, Gary. Those first drives of the second half, the Cats have struggled offensively in as well, and that's where they've been having to chase points. They did against Platte County and against Excelsior, where they ended up being 8 or 9 points down.
Yeah, I don't think that they have had a drive in the second half that hasn't resulted in a punt or maybe a fumble that started out.
So here we go, shotgun formation, Bird looking to throw. He's got his man over the middle, Laughlin to the 50, to the 45, cut down into Grain Valley territory. Another good key third down conversion by the senior Nick Laughlin. He takes it all the way down to the 42-yard line. He's becoming one of those good third down receivers. And that first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. First and 10 coming up for the Cats down to the 42 of Grain Valley. And the drive will continue. 2 wide receivers to your left, 1 out to the right side. Bowers in the backfield alongside Bird. And Bird looking to pass. Still looking, he's going to chuck it deep downfield. He's got his man up over his man, he goes, and there's a flag. We'll see if that's offensive or defensive. It looked like maybe a hold.
No, he stepped out of bounds.
Well, but they also got a flag too, so was he forced out of bounds? I'm wondering if that's what they were going to call, that it was pass interference. We'll see. Well, they're going to call it a hold, I believe. So, pass interference, which will move the chains, I believe, and the football. So that's what Jasper brings to the table as well, is when he beats his man, they have no choice but to grab hold and try to take him down. So that will move the ball forward. And they'll move the chains down. It'll be first and 10 for the Cats at about the 32-yard line. So the Cats down to the 32, shotgun formation. Bird looking over to the side. No, it'll push them even farther inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. So it'll be first and 10 down to the 27-yard line for the Wildcats. It'll be Knowles and Laughlin out to the right side. Near side is Davis for about the 43 of Grain Valley. They're going to go in motion with Reynolds, and Reynolds going to come to the near side or far side. He's got around the corner, 40-35, and rolls out of bounds at about the 35 is where they're going to mark it. So he got about 8 of it back, going to bring up second down in about 15, 16. So 9:47 to go here, third quarter. 9-7 Cats down in this one. Bird gets to play from the sideline. Brings it into his team. Gonna break the huddle. Davis, Laughlin, Reynolds, flank to your left side. Knowles to the right side. Bowers to the left side of Bird in the backfield. Shotgun formation for Bird. He looks to throw, throws it out in the flat, skips it to Davis, and it'll bring up third down and long. That's a very tough throw right there for the quarterback to make across the field like that's about 30, 35-yard throw just for a screen pass. It brings up third down and long for the Cats at about the 35 of Grain Valley. You got to figure it's 4-down territory here. Maybe try to get 8 or 10 over in the middle, pushes you inside the 25, and see what you can do on fourth down.
Yeah, as long as they get some positive yardage here, I think it might be 4-down territory, but you also want to consider field position as well. So we'll see. Let's just get the first down. We don't have to worry about it.
2 to the left, 2 to the right, shotgun for Bird. And Bird looking to pass And he's going to be flushed out of the pocket, rolls up, nowhere to go. Cats are sacked in the backfield. Green Valley comes up with a big sack at the 40. That is the last thing you wanted on fourth down. Now you're going to have to punt it away as the ball sits at about the 40-yard line. So the Cats got a little bit of yardage. Now have to play the yardage game if you're the Wildcats. 9:15 to go here in the third. 9-7 Cats trail by a pair. Bird stands at midfield to punt this one away. Little rugby punt. End over end kick. It's going to bounce inside the 10 into the 5 into the end zone. A little bit too much mustard on that one. Laughlin goes down in the end zone to grab his leg. Knew he was getting a cramp on the way down there. It'll be 1st and 10 Green Valley from their own 20 with 8:58 to go here in the third. So 8:58 to go here in the third. Green Valley going to have the ball at their own 20-yard line to start their first drive of the second half. If you're the Cats, you got to get some pressure up the middle. Force Collum out of the pocket. He has bounced a couple here and there and been way less accurate out of the pocket as he is in the pocket. It'll be a 3 wide receiver set to the left side, in tight on the right side. Pistol formation for Collum. Looks like he has Krell behind him in the backfield. We will see. I can't quite get the number. It is Krell back there. They throw it out in the flats on the far side, and the Cats sniff it out pretty quickly. A gain of about 5 for Green Valley. That was out to the flats. Boozman on the far sideline. 8:40 to go. Brings up second down and about 5 for the Eagles from their own 25-yard line. Laughlin still out there working on those cramps. I see him bending over and trying to stretch those calf muscles out. Pistol formation again. Krell behind Collum, the quarterback. They're going to go in motion up the middle. No, Collum keeps it himself. Tries to get to the outside. Maybe gets a couple. Going to bring up third down and a pair. We'll see where they mark it. It'll be third down and about 2.5, almost 3 for Green Valley. So 8:02 to go and rolling here in the third quarter. Third down coming up for Green Valley. This is where the Cats got a hold here. They have given up a lot of third down conversions tonight. 2 wide receivers to your left, 2 to your right. Shotgun formation, Krell behind, Collum in the backfield. And they're going to go on an end around. No, it'll be Collum, and he's going to stay on his feet into the secondary. He's off to the races to the 50 and run out of bounds by Batiste here on the near sideline, but not before. Another long gain. And again, another third down run right there by the quarterback, Collum, and he gets him all the way down to the 37-yard line of the Wildcats. So the ball's down to the 37-yard line, 7:32 to go here, third quarter. Cats trail 9-7. Three wide receivers going to roll out to the left side, 1 to the near side. Pistol formation, Collum right here in front of us at about the 42-yard line. And they're going to fake it to Krell. They're going to go over the middle. McCoubry, he's got a first down inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. Jackson Crowley and Isaiah Patrick on the tackle, but another first down, and Green Valley already into field goal range. Give another shout out. I know people listening down in Pittsburgh, Kansas, a couple of former Wildcats, Mateo Gonzalez and Mo, as a lot of them know him, Morgan Salamaya, safety on the Pittsburgh State Gorillas football team, who is not redshirting this year, has been playing. So shout out to those two boys. And here they go up the middle for Krell, and Krell's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and a couple more. They're going to bounce him down to about the 20. It'll bring up second down and long. So Mateo and Morgan down in Pittsburgh listening, probably before the game tomorrow. Must have a home game tomorrow. Ball at the 20-yard line of the Wildcats. 6:30 to go here in the third. 2 wide receivers set to your left, 2 to your right. Pistol formation. Collum goes to the line of scrimmage to bark orders to his line. Has Krell behind him in the backfield from the 20. And here they go up the middle again, Krell, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go. Cats defense all over that one again. Isaiah Patrick meets him at the line of attack and pushes him back, bringing up a 3rd down and about 7. This has been the Achilles heel down for the Wildcats, the kryptonite, so to speak, of the Wildcats here tonight. 3rd down and about 6 or 7 to go. 5:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 9-7 our score. Cats down by a pair. Grain Valley down at the 20-yard line looking to at least get a field goal out of this one. 3 wide receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. They're going to go up the middle. No, it'll be Collum. He's forced out of the pocket. Throws it in the flats. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Marquez. And that's a break for the Cats. Brings up 4th down. And you got to see if Grain Valley going to try to kick it here on 4th down. So 5:28 to go, ball at the 20-yard line. They've kicked it twice from a little bit farther out in this. You got to figure they're going to want to kick it here, but maybe they're not going to. It looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. So big play of the game here so far. 4th down and about 7 coming up for the Eagles. 4 wide receivers out to the near side, right side. Looking out in the flat, nowhere for Collum to go, and he's chased out of the pocket and nowhere to go. Cats roll him down. Ben Clary with the big sack. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Cats. The defense answers the call on 4th and long. Collum came up. I think Collum wanted a face mask, but he was not going to get it, especially when he jumps up that close to an official and about bumps an official. He's going to not even want to look at that one. So 5:21 to go here, 3rd quarter. It'll be Cats ball at about their own 21-yard line as we get set for action. So Cats would like to get a good drive going here with 5:21 to go in the 3rd. Knowles going to be flanked out to, and Batiste flanked out to the right side. Wide receiver is Reynolds, and they're going to bring out Wilson as well to the near side. Shotgun formation for Bird. He gives it up to Bowers, and Bowers right up the middle for a 10-yard gain and another penalty by the Cats in the backfield. My only question is, where's that call the other way, as I've seen that called several times on the Harrisonville Wildcats in the backfield, and I've seen the Cats breathing down the neck of Collum several times. So this will be another spot foul. It'll bring up about 1st and close to 20 for the Wildcats for the holding penalty. 5:17 to go. Ball going to be marked at about the 13-yard line. So 1st and about 17 for the Cats. 2 wide receivers to your left, 2 to your right. Shotgun formation, Bird has Bowers to his right side in the backfield. And this time they're going to give it again to Bowers, and Bowers again into the secondary, and then gets it back to original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 10 for the Cats with 5:02 and counting in the 3rd quarter. So the Cats get a good chunk of that penalty back, and it brings up 2nd down. Poisel checks in for the Cats. Davis checks in as Bowers checks out. Also Freeman going to check in for Bowers. Bowers maybe banged his knee. Batiste checks out as well. So it'll be Cats ball. They're going to go with the veer formation this time. Under center will be Bird. And this time they look to throw it out. They throw it out for Davis. And Davis down the sideline up past the 25 to about the 27-yard line. That was McCoubry with the tackle on the far side. Comes up a little gingerly. He has been knocked around a little bit tonight. And brings up 3rd down and manageable for the Cats. 3rd and about 2. Just outside the 30-yard line. They need to get to the 31. So 3rd and 2 coming up. Batiste checks in along with McCleve and Laughlin. So up to the line of scrimmage, they're going to have to hurry at 5 seconds on the play clock. 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and shotgun this time. Snap, And up the middle, they're going to go for Freeman. And Freeman with the first down, 4:23 to go. So Freeman gets the call and makes a big third down run, moves the chains up to about the 33. And that first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. First down and 10, ball at the 33-yard line, their own 33-yard line, shotgun formation. Freeman back there in the backfield alongside Bird. And now they're going to flip-flop them sides to the left side. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. They're going to go in motion. And then a penalty on the Cats. 5-yard penalty on the Cats. Going to bring up first and about 15 for Harrisonville. So, yes, each time we feel like they're going to start getting rolling, it seems like a penalty shooting themselves in the foot. So it brings up first down and 15, 3:59 to go here in the third. Cats trail 9-7. 2 wide receivers to your left, 2 to your right. Shotgun formation with Bird in the backfield. First and 15 coming up. This time they're going to hand it off for Freeman again. He gets a couple, and that's all he's going to have. Bring up second down and 13. So second down and long coming up for the Cats. Ball back to the 29-yard line. Bowers checks back in along with Davis. Freeman checks out. Bird going to bring the play in, just 10 seconds on the clock. Cats, that's another thing. Cats have been kind of rushing the line here in the second half. 3 wide receivers set out. Bird going to have to hurry. He's got it snapped off, and they're going to go over the middle for Davis, and Davis going to have it right at the sticks. About a 14-yard gain, and they're going to mark it close and enough for a first down. It looks like that will move the chains up to the 49, and this first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. Ball at their own 48, first and 10 for the Cats. Good catch right there, and a little bit of a run by Davis to get him the first down.
I love it. I mean, I love the slant. They're playing off. I mean, I think we've seen something with them. They have not been hitting our receivers. They're 5 to 8 yards off from our receivers.
So here we go on first and 10. Up the middle, they're going to go to Bowers, and Bowers not going to quite get to midfield. Move it up to about the 47, so a gain of about 3. So it'll bring up a second down and about 7, but a lot you can do on second and 7 after you get positive yardage on first down. Bowers brings the play in. Bird brings the play in from the sideline after the Bowers run. Reynolds, Davis flank to the left side. Laughlin and Knowles to the right. They're going to go in motion. Now it is Batiste. They're going to hand it off to Batiste. He tries to cut back, nowhere to go. And that's that sweep, that jet sweep they're trying to run on that has not been there after the last couple of times I've seen here. So we'll see. It'll be third down and about 11. 1:52 to go here in the third. So it'll be third down and long for the Cats, not quite to midfield here. Cats have gotten a couple of first downs, would like to get some more here. Now they're going to go 3 wide receivers set to the left side, 1 to the right side. Shotgun with Bird. On third and long, Bird looking to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he throws deep downfield, and the ball tipped around and incomplete. Just kind of threw that one up for grabs. First time I've seen Ryan do that tonight, where he's gone into a situation where he kind of forced it downfield a little bit. Brings up fourth down, and the Cats going to have to punt. So Cats are getting some time of possession and getting some yardage. They're just not able to capitalize so far, Gary.
Yeah, but penalties hurt them.
So we'll see what happens here on fourth down. Bird stands about his own 32. He'd like to get another good punt off here. Cats change the formation up a little bit here. And Bird, little rugby style kick, gets this one off. High end over end kick. Going to bounce inside the 20, inside the 10, and roll down at about the 1 yard line. And that folks, is what you call a good punt right there. 50-plus yards, no return, pin them inside the 5.
And the clock never ran.
Second time I've seen that happen tonight. So the ball rolls dead at about the 1-yard line. It would be an interesting way for the Cats to get the 2 points back right here on a safety. So, but it will be about the 1-yard line, so 99 yards is how far Green Valley is going to have to go here. Collum brings the play in from the sideline. See if the front 3 of the Cats can get a push here. You don't want to over-pursue in a situation like this, though, and give up a big play either. Davis, nobody back deep for the Cats, and that's something you got to watch out in this shotgun. Up the middle, they're going to go no Collum. He's going to throw it, and he had a man wide open, and Batiste tackles him up at about the 35-yard line, and that's exactly what I said. A penalty flag back at the 5. They're going to say he was over the line of scrimmage. And it is an illegal forward pass. That's a loss of a down, and you can't really go any farther backwards. But that was the thing I was looking at, Gary. Davis, the safety, came up and was about 5 yards off of the play, left nobody over the middle deep, and they found that, and McCoubry was behind the defense. You got to play safety. When you play that safety, you got to play that center field in that situation.
And how many times have we seen plays that when you're at the 1 or 2 yard line go for 99 yards because they're trying to get that safety instead of defense?
Exactly. So it'll bring up first down and a little bit longer here. Ball on just outside of their own goal line with 1:14 to go here in the third. Going to go with 2 wide receivers set to the far side. And again, you got to watch that guy, McCoubry. You got to watch the guy getting behind the defense because you don't have any help back there. And if you know you don't have help back there on one-on-one coverage, you got to make sure you keep the kid in front of you. Pistol formation. And here they go right up the middle. They're going to look to throw, and they get it in the flat. Tipped away. Good play right there, Jasper Davis. Playing his position, goes over, knocks it away. Brings up third down and 10. I forgot it was second down because you lose the down on that first one. So third down and long from the shadow of their own end zone here. So third down and long coming up from their own 1 yard line.
And they were going after him that time.
And this is the situation in Green Valley. Do you try to run it out of your own end zone, or do you just maybe try to spread it out a little bit and then get a couple yards just so you give your punter a little bit of room?
Well, and you get a hold. If you get a hold in the end zone, then it's a safety as well.
So here we go, pistol formation. Third and long coming up, and a false start.
There you go.
You can't get much closer. They're going to have to put a piece of paper there on the goal line to make sure it's not touching the goal line. So third and long it will be again. With 1:08 to go in the third quarter, Cats looking to get the ball back in great field position here. Last thing you want to do, give up a big play on third down and long from your own goal line.
Yeah, I would rather just hold him here. He doesn't have very far to get back to punt anyway. You're going to get great field position out of this anyway.
So here we go on third down. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. They're going to go in motion, and they're going to go around the end. And looks like Krell just did get out of the end zone, about to the 1 yard line. And that's good news for the Cats because normally you have about 12, 15 yards to kick on a punt, and they're going to have about 8 or 9 yards to kick it here. I had a young man tell me this week he's blocking a punt this week. Isaiah Patrick said, he goes, I've been getting close. I'm going to block a punt. This will be a good time to block it. You get 2 if it goes out of the end zone. We'll wait the kick from Collum. Stands at his own, back of his own end zone. He does get it off. It'll be a short kick, and it'll roll and take a Green Valley roll up to about the 45. So the Cats will get it in good field position, and there's a flag. Looks like a blocking the back on us or on Harrisonville. And that isn't good because that'll push Harrisonville back into their own territory to start this drive. So the Cats not getting any favors tonight with the flags. I've seen, like I said, several of them called in the backfield of the Cats, and I've been shocked that there haven't been any called on the backfield of Green Valley. 18.9 seconds to go here in the third, and the Cats are going to start this drive from about their own 48-yard line. So it ends up basically as much as a 52-yard punt here, no return, as the Cats will take over from their own 48 to start this drive with 18.9 to go in the third. Veer formation for the Wildcats. Bird going to be under center here. Two wide receivers near side. Bowers, Reynolds in the backfield. 18.9 seconds to go here before we go to the fourth quarter. Cats trail 9-7. And Bird this time going to give it up for Bowers, and Bowers gets it into Green Valley territory. Ball bounces out, but it's going to be second down as he was down on the turf. So to bring up second down and about 8 for the Cats from midfield. And that'll do it for the third. So your score at the end of 3, Cats trail 9-7. We'll be back. You're listening and watching high school football on 4Ts.com.
Free donuts. Yep, that's right. Fuel up at Sap Brothers Truck Stop and get a free donut. If donuts are not your thing, wait, what someone doesn't like donuts? Anyway, they do have a full menu of lattes, hot and iced coffees for that caffeine jolt you may need in the early mornings, afternoon pick-me-ups, or late-night work. Bring the kids 12 and under in on Thursdays from 3 to 5 for the Build Your Donut Night. At Dunkin' Donuts, located inside the new Sap Brothers Truck Stop on the Highway 7 exit, there's a little something for the whole family and convenience to boot with a drive-thru and open 24 hours.
All right, welcome back. We're going to start the fourth quarter here momentarily. Cats trail 9-7, ball at midfield. Cats going to go left to right to start the fourth.
Well, in each, Green Valley and Harrisonville both had 2 possessions in the third quarter. And one thing we talked about is time of possession. We almost doubled them up. We had it over 7 minutes. They only had it just a little over 4 minutes. So hopefully now we can do something with this drive, stick it in, and then make them have to come back and do something.
So we'll wait. The Cats now out on the field. See if the Cats can start wearing this defense down a little bit. Cats going to stick with the veer from midfield. Bird going to be under center. He's got Bowers, Reynolds in the backfield. 2 wide receivers set to the right side. And it will be Cats ball from midfield. And Bird this time, he's going to run it. He's going to pitch it back for Bowers. Bowers has got a lane to the 45 and dives down to about the 43-yard line. Going to be about a yard short. Going to bring up third and short for the Cats. 6-7 yard gain for Bowers, and third down and 1 coming up for the Cats with 11:40 to go here in the fourth. So we're in the final stanza here. Cats trail by a pair. Third down and 2 coming up. Under center will be Bird. And here we go, up the middle. It'll be Reynolds. And Reynolds is going to have enough for a first down. Move the sticks. Ball down to the 40-yard line of Green Valley. And that first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. So Cats sticking with the veer here.
And for a little guy, that guy's got some muster.
He does. He broke a couple tackles there and punched forward for a first down. Squeezed through that hole. Bird under center with the split backs in the backfield. 2 wide receivers set out right side. Ball from the 40. Here comes the snap from Bird and the handoff for Reynolds. And Reynolds squirts forward for a gain of 4 or 5. And I'll tell you what, you see him starting to get 4 and 5 chunks of yardage here. Maybe Green Valley getting a little bit tired. Maybe that's been the game plan all along. Let's get to the fourth quarter, start rolling that veer their way, see what they can do with it. So second down and about 6 coming up. You just got to stay away from the holding penalties if you're the Cats. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. Bowers to the left, Reynolds to the right in the backfield. Bird under center. And Bird going to go up the middle this time. Bowers, and Bowers keeps his legs moving and stopped just short of a first down up to about the 30, down, I should say, to about the 32-yard line of Green Valley. Going to bring up third down and a pair, almost 30, for the Wildcats. So third and short coming up, 10:05 to go. Ball just outside of the 30 at about the 33-yard line. You got to feel like it's foreground territory for the Cats. Reynolds, Bowers in the backfield, two wide receivers left side. Here comes Bird, pitches it back for Reynolds, and the ball bounces up somehow, and Reynolds comes up with it. Don't know if he's going to have enough for a first down, but somehow made something out of nothing there. And it brings up fourth down for the Cats. They're going to mark it at about the 32, so it'll be about 4th and 2. So big fourth down coming up with 9:42 to go in the ball game. Ball at the 32 of the Green Valley Eagles. Cats need a first down here to keep this drive going. Two wide receivers near side. Under center is Bird. And Bird this time going to give it to Reynolds, and Reynolds going to barrel himself forward. I don't think he's going to have enough. It'll be close. Green Valley is hollering that they've got it. Looks like he's going to be about a half-yard short. They're not even going to mark it. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for Green Valley. So they're going to measure it here. So I think they're going to be short by about a half a football, maybe a little bit more. I think they had to get down to about the 29 3/4 line, and they're just at the 30. And it is first down Green Valley from their own 30, so Cats cannot capitalize. So the D is going to have to come up with a stop here. You know, the one thing I've seen with the Cats on defense this year, Gary, that we haven't seen is the big play defense. We haven't seen that strip sack or the interception, or they haven't got that big turnover at a timely juncture. This would be a good time for it. Wide receiver to your left, wide receiver to your right. Pistol formation, Krell behind, Column in the backfield. 1st and 10 from their own 30 for the Eagles. And this time they're going to throw it over the middle, wide open to the 45, up to the 48-yard line. The catch by Nick Brown. So Brown gets about 18. We're going to give him 19 as it's up to the 49. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for Green Valley with 9:32 to go here in this one. Two wide receivers set to the far side, one to the near side. Pistol formation, Column has Krell behind him in the backfield. In motion, they're going to go. They're going to give it to McCoubry, and nowhere to go. Isaiah Patrick all over it. 7-yard loss in the backfield. Isaiah Patrick read that one beautifully. Brings up 2nd and long. Patrick was not fooled on that one. That was a tackle for a loss, and that was about a 6-7 yard loss. Mark them all the way back at their own 40, almost 4-yard line. Nice play by Isaiah Patrick in the backfield. Two wide receivers left, one to the right side. Pistol formation for Column has Krell behind him on 2nd and long. And they're going to look to pass, and he's going to have to get rid of it quickly. Does over to the far side, gets his man McCoubry for a gain of about 2 or 3, but brings up 3rd down and long. And the Cats brought everybody on that one and forced him out of the pocket on a quick throw and brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down and about 12. It's where you want to stay home on defense in the middle. This is where the Cats a couple of different times on 3rd and long. Green Valley's gone with that run up the middle with Column and or Krell or whoever it may be. They're going to go with 3 wide receivers set to the left side. Column shouting out orders here on 3rd and long, and they're going to look to throw, and the Cats in position here and incomplete. And Green Valley going to have to punt on 4th down with 7:46 to go. here in the fourth. So good coverage by the Cats. Fourth down coming up for Grain Valley, and Collin going to have to be back to punt it away. Cats trail 9-7. Kind of been a battle of attrition of these two teams defensively. Cats offense would like to get a big play, get something going here. Davis and Laughlin back to return this one for the Cats. Cats are pointing at Grain Valley. And it's not going to be on Grain Valley. It's going to be on the Cats. Good news, it was 4th and 12. That's not going to hurt them too bad. So 4th down and long coming up, 7:46 to go. Here in the fourth, Cats trail 9-7. Right up the middle they go, and a high end over end kick. It's going to bounce inside the 10, inside the 5, and Grain Valley is going to down it at about the 2, and the Cats are going to have it at their own 2 with 7:36 to go. So now Grain Valley has spun the field position back the other way, and the Cats are going to have to go 95 plus yards to get ahead in this one. Ball marked at about the 2-yard line. We'll see. Trying to see exactly where they've got it marked. Mark it maybe about the 1 then. Not quite, between the 1 and 2 it looks like. Bird under center with the split backs in the backfield. Throw it out in the flats. Has his man Davis, and Jasper Davis makes a couple guys miss, gets it close to a first down, up to about the 12-yard line. Little quick hitch out. Close to a first down. Poisel going to check out. Going to bring up 2nd down and short. And that's one of those plays of your quarterback. You got to make sure you throw that one forward. You do not want it going backwards. If it goes backwards, it's a lateral. It could be trouble in the end zone. So Cats are going to go 2 wide receivers to the near side, split backs in the backfield, 2nd down and short coming up. Bird under center, and Bird going to give it through the middle for Reynolds, and I believe Reynolds is going to have enough for a first down up to about the 14, close to the 15-yard line with 6:49 to go. And the clock will roll, the chains will move. Once they set the ball, the clock will roll. And that first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. 6:40 to go. Clock is rolling now. Bird under center. Ball at about the 15. Their own 15. 2 wide receivers right side. And Bird this time going to give it through again for Reynolds. Felt like the whistle came a little quickly there as Reynolds was still running down the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 2nd down at about 9 for the Cats. Got about a yard or 2. Davis checks in as McCleve checks out. Bird brings his team in. Ball up to about the 16-yard line. 2 wide receivers set to the right side. Got Reynolds and Bowers behind him in the backfield. And Bird this time looking to pass. Little out and up. He's got his man, but just overthrows him there on 2nd down and long. Put a little bit too much under it. And it was incomplete to midfield. It'll brings up 3rd down. No, 3rd down, I believe. 3rd and 8 coming up. I got to stop watching the sticks on the sideline because they're wrong about 65% of the time. So 3rd and 8 coming up, 5:49 to go here in the fourth. Cats trail 9-7. Knowles and Laughlin flanked out left side, split backs in the backfield. Bird under center on 3rd and 8. And here we go, Bird looking to throw. Still looking, he's chased from the pocket, comes to the near side. He's going to be close to a first down and then drug down out of bounds. No flag, but he's going to have enough for a first down. And it'll move the chains again. And that first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. Good decision by Bird there to get out of the pocket. And it brings up another first down up to about close to the 30-yard line. They're going to mark it at about the 27. Bird under center. 2 wide receivers near side. Bird looking to give it to Reynolds, and Reynolds takes it through the line of scrimmage. Gets a quick chunk of yardage. Pushes him forward. We'll see where they take this one with 5:30 to go. Up to about the 33-yard line. It's going to bring up second down and 5. 5:15 to go here in the fourth. Cats started this drive inside their own 5. Bird under center. This time he gives it to Bowers, and Bowers into the secondary. He's got a chunk of yardage. He's up to the 45-yard line, and another Wildcat first down. Brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. Cats in business. 5:01 to go in the fourth quarter. The ball at their own 45-yard line. Knowles McCleve flanked out left side. Split backs in the backfield. Bowers to your left. Reynolds to the right. And they're going to go right up the middle. No, Bowers pitch it back to, they pitch it back to the outside for Reynolds. And a flag going to be called. It looks like maybe holding on the Cats. We'll see. It's been an Achilles of the Cats is untimely penalties. But I'm going to be the first to tell you, too, I've seen the Cats living in the backfield all night long at Grain Valley and have not seen too many flags the other way on the holding calls as well. So that's going to push them back to about their own 32-yard line. So 4:45 to go here, fourth quarter. Bird gets the play from the sideline. It's like about first and about 24, 25-ish for the Cats. Bird under center, 2 wide receivers set to the near side. Bird gets the handoff to Reynolds, and Reynolds gets a little bit of it back. Going to bring up second down and about 16 with 4:23 to go in the fourth quarter. 4:15 and counting here in the fourth quarter. One thing I've noticed, though, with the second half, neither team has busted with a timeout here. So if Harrisonville would have to punt it away, they would have 3 timeouts left. 2 wide receivers set to the far side, left side. Split backs in the backfield. Bird under center, looking to pass. Throws it out for Davis, and now Davis going to try to cut back through, and he's going to have a blocker up to the 45, makes the man miss to the 50, down the sideline, dives close to a first down, and that'll give your teammates a bit of momentum here. Jasper Davis fighting, clawing, a first down to the 43-yard line of Grain Valley, cuts it all the way across the field, finds a seam, and that first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. Jasper Davis making a play happen there for the Wildcats. Ball up to the 43-yard line with 3:47 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Bird going to hand it off for Reynolds, and Reynolds dives forward, gets a big dive forward for about 5. The clock will roll down inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
And Reynolds just went over 100 yards.
So his 4th 100-yard game of the season, is that correct? First 3 and then tonight. So his 4th 100-yard game of the season. 2 wide receivers near side. Split backs in the backfield, Bowers and Reynolds. Bird under center, ball at the 38 of Grain Valley. And again, they give it to Reynolds. And Reynolds going to get a couple, and that's it. Brings up third down and about 4 with 3:07 to go, and the Cats going to use their first timeout. I believe we will see. So we have a timeout. Wildcats will take one as well. 3:06 to go in this one. Cats down 9-7 with the ball in Grain Valley territory when we come back.
There is only one wireless hotspot for T's and CBK Broadcasting Trust. That is a hotspot from the cell-only Verizon wireless store in Harrisonville. With easy access in the Price Chopper Shopping Center, they are there to answer any questions you may have. Right now, come in and get a free Samsung tablet, discount bundles, and contract buyouts from any other carrier. If that wasn't enough, if you come in and mention this ad, get 15% off your purchase. Run out and see them today at Cell Only Verizon Wireless.
All right, welcome back. Fourth quarter, Cats trail 9-7 on a multiple yard drive here so far. 11-play drive covering over 60-plus yards. They have the ball third down and about 4 at the Green Valley 36-yard line. Bird going to take it. He's going to throw it out for the flats for Laughlin. Laughlin's got a first down. Tries to get out of bounds on the far sideline. But nevertheless, the clock will stop with 2:58. You really don't want the clock to stop too much in a situation. You just want to roll it. And that first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. Ball going to be marked down at the 28-yard line. First and 10 for the Cats with 2:57 and counting to go here in the fourth quarter. Ball at the 28-yard line. Bird under center. Split backs in the backfield. And Bird going to give it through for Reynolds. And Reynolds has the initial contact and able to dive forward inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 24. So second down and about 6 coming up for the Cats. 2:30 to go here, fourth quarter action. Two wide receivers, right side, split backs in the backfield. Bowers, Reynolds in the backfield, Bird under center. Here we go. Reynolds, he's going to take it forward again, get a couple, and bring up third down and 5. As the clock will roll with 2:05 to go. And on third down, Cat's going to call another timeout here. So timeout for the Cats. We'll take a timeout as well. 9-7 Cats trail, 2:07 to go in the fourth.
Harrisonville's newest paper is your best place for area news and coverage of Harrisonville sports. Dedicated to giving you the stories that are at the heart of the community and business profiles so you can get to know local businesses, they are becoming Harrisonville's go-to news source. With distribution at several local businesses and with subscriptions available, get your hands on Harrisonville's hottest commodity, a copy of the Harrisonville Star, today.
All right, welcome back. Fourth quarter, third down and about 4 for the Wildcats. You know it's 4-down territory. You're down by 2, 2:07 to go. Ball just outside of the 20-yard line at about the 21.
This drive started at the 2, and they've had the possession for over 5.5 minutes.
So Cats running clock, trying to get to pay dirt. Down 2 with 2:07 to go here in this one. Bird under center, split backs in the backfield, 2 to the right side, wide receivers. Bird almost dropped that one, pitches it back for Bowers. Bowers dives forward and out of bounds. We're going to see where they mark him, and he'll be close. Looks like they're going to give him a good spot. He may got the first down there. And it is a first down, Wildcats, and out of bounds, so the clock stops with 2:01 to go. First down, brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not thinking Troby's first after this drive, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, I mean, in the second half, they've already got 12 first downs, and I think over half of them come in this drive.
So ball inside the 20. Cats got a first and 10. Bird this time gives it through to Reynolds, and Reynolds down inside the 15 to about the 12 with 1:55 to go here in the fourth. As the Cats just continuing to pound the football down to about the 13-yard line now. Second down coming up.
And you know that defense has got to be getting tired. They've been out there over 6 minutes now.
And you know what? Three yards in a cloud of dust, you'll take it all day into the end zone. 1:30 to go here, fourth quarter. Bird under center, split backs in the backfield. And Bird looking to pass this time. He goes over the middle, knocked down, no, complete! Into the end zone, touchdown Wildcats! Thought it was knocked down, Jasper Davis with the touchdown! Cats lead 13-9 with the extra point coming up. We kept talking all night. When's Jasper going to come up with that big play? Well, 1:21 left in the ball game. He does it with the reception for a touchdown. Jasper Davis. 1:21 to go. Ball at the 3. You know the Cats.
It's awful quiet.
Looks like the Cats are going to go for 2 here. Would make them have to make their extra point as well. They're going to go in motion, and this time Bird looks to pitch it up front and incomplete. So the Cats lead 13-9 with 1:21 to go. We'll take a timeout and be back for the last 1:21 of this one.
Now with 2 locations in Harrisonville and Belton, your premier pre-owned dealers at Show Me Auto Mall have made buying a car, truck, or SUV even easier. The crew at Show Me Auto Mall wants to make sure you experience hassle-free sales with premier pre-owned cars. With the Show Me Edge warranty, you have a peace of mind that Show Me will take care of you. So when you're in the market for a vehicle, go experience the Show Me difference in Harrisonville across from Walmart or the new location in Belton across from Chipotle.
All right, welcome back. A 17-play, 98-yard, 6-minute, 25-second drive, and the Wildcats lead it 13-9 with 1:21 to go in this one. So we await the kick from the Cats. You know this one's going deep. Got to have good coverage. You don't want to give up. You don't want to be so fired up that you forgot you got to go out there and play the last 1:21 of this one. But that was a beautiful, beautiful drive by the Wildcats. That's when you love the option football in the Veer. 98 yards and 17 plays. Content with their 3 and 4 yards of play. Got the touchdown. And here comes the Sasonis kick. It is kicked deep inside the 10. It will be taken by Grain Valley at their own 15, up to the 20, up to the 25, 30, and then a host of Wildcats are going to knock them down at their own 30 with 1:13 to go. Grain Valley cannot win it with a field goal. They've got to get 6, and they've got 1:13 to do it, 70 yards to go, 3. They're going to mark it at the 32-yard line. So 68 yards they need to go in 1:13 here.
Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville takes the hassle out of buying home appliances. They will save you time and money and give you the same selection as the marts up in the city. So instead of spending hours driving north searching for a great deal, go see the crew at Troby's right here in Harrisonville and get friendly hometown service at affordable prices. With 3 generations of Troby's helping, it's a true hometown business, happy to make you feel like part of the family. Go see them today on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
From small jobs like an oil change or big ones like fixing a transmission, Young's Auto Repair will get you back up and running in no time. A knowledgeable, friendly staff with a family raised in Harrisonville, Michelle and William know small-town friendly service and good craftsmanship is the key to keeping customers happy and coming back again. So next time you need a tune-up or an alignment with their state-of-the-art alignment machine, give Young's a call at 816-380-6008 or stop in and visit them at 1312 South Commercial, right next to Santa Fe Glass.
All right, welcome back. Wildcats lead at 13-9 with 42.5 seconds to go. Ball inside the 40 at the 38 of Grain Valley. Hopefully we've got sound back for you. I know people said that we lost some sound, so hopefully it is back rolling with 42.5 seconds to go. Pistol formation, 2 wide receivers, make it 3. Out to your right side, 1 to your left, pistol for Column. He's got Krell behind him in the backfield. They're gonna go in motion and up the middle. Column has the running room. He's gonna be close to a first down, has it inside the 20. As the clock stops as they set the chains with 35.9 to go. And the Cats, with playing that prevent defense, that's a situation you run into. The middle of the field is open. So 1st and 10 coming up. Ball at about the 18-yard line, and Grain Valley going to take their second timeout. They'll have one left with 33.7 to go. Ball at the 18-yard line. We'll take a quick timeout as well.
Now with 2 locations in Harrisonville and Belton, your premier pre-owned dealers at Show Me Auto Mall have made buying a car, truck, or SUV even easier. The crew at Show Me Auto Mall wants to make sure you experience hassle-free sales with premier pre-owned cars. With the Show Me Edge warranty, you have a peace of mind that Show Me will take care of you. So when you're in the market for a vehicle, go experience the Show Me difference in Harrisonville across from Walmart or the new location in Belton across from Chipotle.
All right, welcome back. 35 seconds to go here in the ball game. The Wildcats lead at 13-9, but Grain Valley has it inside the Wildcat 20-yard line at about their 18 with 35.2 to go. Cats need a stop on defense. 1st and 10 coming up for Grain Valley. Trips out to the left side, 3 wide receivers left side. One to the right, pistol formation, Column. Column just hit 100 yards on the night. That's a different quarterback in the ball game for Grain Valley, and they're going to go right up the middle for Krell. Krell into the 10 to the 5. He's going to have enough for a first down with 29.3 seconds to go. And Grain Valley going to have to hurry up and snap it here. And Cats trying to get guys off the field here. Now the clock will roll, 27 seconds. Column back in the game, so that wasn't Column in there. Pistol formation, ball down at about the 5, first and goal. They're going to throw it end zone, incomplete. On first down, 17.2 to go. Trying to find out, looks like they got the ball marked. Cannot see where the ball's marked, 17.2. Grain Valley still has 2 timeouts to go, just outside the 5-yard line, ball at about the 6. So second and goal coming up. Not getting help from the scoreboard as it says second and 10 from the 37. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Pistol formation, Crow behind Column in the backfield. They're gonna go in motion with Kubrick, nowhere to go. Column, and he is sacked. Isaiah Patrick for a sack with 11.4 to go. That pushes him back past the 15-yard line. Isaiah Patrick having a night on the defensive side of the ball. And with 11.4 to go, there's a timeout on the field. And we'll just keep it right here with you, Gary. And third down and long coming up. Third and goal from about the 14-yard line. But you can't sleep. You got 2 more plays. You gotta get stops on here.
Yeah, and they've got, they're going to probably pass at least one of those 2. So they're going to have stoppage, so easily get 2 plays off in that. But I'll tell you what, these last 2 games have been heart attack killers for you. I mean, those are fun games to watch.
Fun games to call.
And fun games to call as well, yes.
So the ball's at about the 15-yard line.
I got to believe on that last play, Coach Schenker, after what Column has done this whole game, I mean, he's racked off, now he's got it 90 because he lost 10 there. But I've got to believe they're spying him because of the fact of what he did and he's been doing to us.
So here we go, third down and goal from about the 15. Column and Krell in the backfield. Column in front of Krell in the pistol formation. 3 wide receivers flanked out to the far side. And looking to throw, he throws it out in the flats and out of bounds. No, they're not going to say it. They're going to say they got him out of bounds. The clock stops with 4.8 to go. And one last shot. It's going to come down to this on fourth down and goal from the 11-yard line. Cats up 13-9. And this game going to be decided on one last play on fourth down and goal from about the 11. Column in the pistol. 3 wide receivers left side, 1 to the right. Here comes the final play of the game. They're going to go deep down the sideline. Caught into the end zone for a touchdown for Grain Valley as time expires. Wow.
They tried that play one other time, and he just overthrew him a little bit. This time they came back to it. I mean, he's a jumper. You can see how high he was able to jump up and get that ball.
So on the last play of the Grain Valley Eagles knock off the Cats 15-9, or 15-13, your final score. So we will take a timeout. We'll be back to wrap it up from Grain Valley after this.
From small jobs like an oil change or big ones like fixing a transmission, Young's Auto Repair will get you back up and running in no time. A knowledgeable, friendly staff with a family raised in Harrisonville, Michelle and William know small-town friendly service and good craftsmanship is the key to keeping customers happy and coming back again. So next time you need a tune-up or an alignment with their state-of-the-art alignment machine, give Young's a call at 816-380-6008 or stop in and visit them at 1312 South Commercial, right next to Santa Fe Glass.
Friendly faces and bright smiles greet you every time you walk into one of the 4 Sherwood Community Bank locations in Creighton, Urick, Garden City, or Harrisonville. A full-service bank with new internet banking options to track your accounts and many loan options. That makes Sherwood Community Bank Harrisonville's premier bank. They are the only locally owned bank, and you know your neighbors are taking care of you and your assets. When it's time for a new bank account or a loan for a home or car, think local and think Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC.
Harrisonville's newest restaurant is located on the 7 Highway exit at the new Sapp Brothers truck stop. Apple Barrel will make your mom smile with daily specials, a home-cooked feel, breakfast served all day, and a breakfast buffet from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday. Next time you need a good home-cooked meal, come out and see the friendly faces and taste the great food at the Apple Barrel, located inside the new Sapp Brothers truck stop, open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily.
Treatment for minor aches and pains starts with a family atmosphere at Schroeder Chiropractic. They want to get to know you and find the best treatment solutions. The family atmosphere in over a decade in Harrisonville, Dr. Schroeder and Dr. Sharp give residents peace of mind that when the aches and pains are too much, they can come in and join the family at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee Bar and Eatery right off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Everybody's schedule is different. Wouldn't it be great if service centers were more flexible with their hours to accommodate your schedule? Good news, the Sapp Brothers Service Center is open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and they don't just work on semis. They can work on your vehicle as well. If you work odd hours, get home after 5, or are just looking for a new place to take your vehicle, try the Sapp Brothers Service Center and be blown away with the great customer service and professional craftsmanship. Located on the 7 Highway exit right next to the Sapp Brothers truck stop.
We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASC certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn and the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty as your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com.
All right, final score tonight, 15-13. Your Harrisonville Wildcats fall to the Grain Valley Eagles on the last play of the game. Touchdown pass by Ethan McCoubry in the far corner of the end zone does in the Wildcats. The defender just missed on the jump, and they were able to come down with it inbounds. That's the way the ball bounces sometimes, and the Cats fall 15-13. A lot of stuff you got to like about the Wildcats offense. The Veer runs 98 yards, 6.5+ minutes drive to get the Cats the lead, and then they turn around, and the Wildcats just couldn't come up with that one last play on 4th down and goal from about the 11-yard line, come up just short. But you know, I'll be the first to tell you we were in this exact same situation last year, 3-3. Got here a little bit different way this year, but they're at 3-3. Didn't end too badly for the Wildcats last year. They went on and won 9 in a row and won the state championship. So it's not all for naught if you're the Harrisonville Wildcats. You got plenty of football left to be played, and you got to understand and you got to know that. It's just how you're going to come out of this loss. You don't want it to roll the wrong way. If it does, it can roll into a couple of more losses. You just got to regroup, take care of business, try to get these next 3, go into districts at 6-3 and see what can happen. Right now, just it's little things here and there. It's the small things right now for the Harrisonville Wildcats. Penalties, that has cost them some yardage here and there. There was a personal foul on that last drive. There was a 15-yard variety. No idea where it came from, but it just all of a sudden there was a 15-yard penalty that added to it, put them in Wildcat territory. Just little things like that, just small things to clean up. Harrisonville's not going out there getting rolled off of the field, anything like that. They've just got to take care of business, and they'll be fine come district time. Gary's working on some of our final stats for us, and we'll bring Gary in here in just a couple of minutes. But, that drive was a thing of beauty that they had 98 yards, 6.5-minute drive. It was 17 plays for a touchdown on the Jasper Davis touchdown. And my thought to myself was, there's still a minute 20 left in this ball game. It's a lot of time the way Grain Valley can roll down the field. I almost felt like, but you got the touchdown, so that's what you want. And you call on your defense to try to get a stop there. Just couldn't quite get it. They had a big sack by Isaiah Patrick on second down to force a 3rd and long. And then on 4th down, they took care of business, did Grain Valley. They got the touchdown in the far corner. It looked like he got both feet in. You couldn't tell from over here. It doesn't matter at high school level. You only need to get that 1 foot in bounds. But the Cats come up just short. 15-13 your final score from Grain Valley tonight. As we look at Gary. Gary's got some stats coming in. And Gary, you got an awful lot of writing on that paper. We'll let you roll through that.
Well, as we said at halftime, actually the teams were even. I mean, as far as yards and everything else, the one thing that hurt was the penalties. And we had twice as many penalties as they did, but about 3 times the yards in penalties. We were getting the 15 varieties, and they were getting the 5s. And so, I don't ever want to question the referees. They're the ones that are reffing the game. But there was something that we were doing apparently that was causing them to call some of the holdings and personal fouls. That one, I thought the one over there, he was trying to get out of bounds, and we were trying to keep him to get out of bounds. And I'm wondering if we didn't throw him down to keep him there, and that's maybe worth the 15-yard. But if he's trying to get out of bounds, he's not down yet.
Well, and in the other situation, the only thing I can think in that situation, as it was so far away from us over here, is that it was one of those situations where Isaiah was trying to bring him down, and maybe when he got a little bit away from Isaiah had his face mask and basically tackled him by the face mask. That's the only thing I could see. I didn't see anything else. We didn't have a good view of it, but it was just odd because the clock stopped, nobody was doing anything, and the officials weren't even signaling anything, and the next thing you know, there was a 15-yard penalty, and it was in the Wildcat territory. And again, you said it. It was costly penalties, and that's just been one of the things. But there's small things that can be fixed. Right. Bottom line is you're in the same situation you were last year, 3-3. How are you going to come out of it? What adversity are you going to overcome and come out of it? Are you going to go and win your next 3, get to districts and see what can happen, or you just don't want it to go the other way, basically?
That 98-yard drive took over 6.5 minutes. That's a lot of confidence. I know that they were able to take it down the field and end up scoring a touchdown with no time left. But the fact remains is we went 98 yards in 6.5 minutes and went ahead. We did that last week as well. And this week we just weren't able to defend it. But that is, I think as far as confidence goes, I think that's a big thing for us. 98 yards backed up in your end zone and you're down and you come and score. The yardage was fairly even. We had 338 to about 300 for them. And leading the way for us was Reynolds, who ended up having 119 yards on about 22 carries. And, Bowers had a lot of good carries tonight. He had 57 yards, and Bird had 30. Again, we talked about Davis, some of the big plays that he's making. He had 85 yards again tonight. And I want to say that was probably on about 12 or, it wasn't 12 or 13, it was 13 throws or so on about 7 catches. He made a big catch on that one drive. So, I mean, we've got the passing drive. We passed more tonight than I think we have even in the one game when I was really excited about it. I love it. We're opening up the offense, which therefore opens up the veer that we're running. And so, I mean, I think with all that, the only thing that hurt us tonight, I think, was again, the penalties. And we've talked about that every game. And if we can shore those up, which those are things that you can shore up. And if we can shore those up, then I think the next 3 games are ours.
Well, you know what? Next week, you got the Roosters coming down from Pleasant Hill. Rivalry game, always fun. Go eat some chicken next Friday night. Try to get back on the winning track. Get yourself to 4-3 and see what happens from there. It was a turning point for the team last year. They came out of the Grain Valley game, got beat 19-7. They were 3-3. And they went to Pleasant Hill last year and thumped Pleasant Hill pretty good, got their confidence back, and that's when the steam engine started rolling, and that's what they're going to have to do again here this year. They're 3-3. They got plenty of season left, and you know what? Like I've always said, I'll take the state championship rings over a conference title any day, and that is still there for the taking. You just got to take care of business from here on out. Well,
and you don't know what the conference. There's still 3 games left, so I mean, Grain Valley could come out and lose again. So you just never know what's going to happen in conference. At this level, at any Friday night, any team can win, and we've seen that. And so the conference isn't out of the question, but you're right. A state ring is much better than a conference patch.
So we'll see what happens. Cats fall to 3-3. Exciting game from Grain Valley here. For our producer down below us here, Jerry Forsler, for Ron Allschlager, for Gary Davidson, and Braxton, Daddy's coming home, just so you know, because I know he's watching. I'm Chad Grammer saying good night from Grain Valley. We'll see you next Friday night from home as we go try to cook some rooster.
Good night.